Hey you, get on this stick.
Yo, bring it.
Choose your fighter.
Yeah. How's it going, lads?
Fight.
Bang, bang, bang.
Flawless victory.
Side Quest Arcade.
Well, hey there, whammies. Welcome to SideQuest Arcade. I'm your host this week, Micro Manatee, coming to you a day late, but with 3 guests. Oh my god. We're having the community whammy episode. I tried to, I came in, I was out roasting pig with the family, hungover as fuck all weekend. I'm like, hey, my co-hosts, they got recording covered, right? No worries.
Oh.
And then I come in and they're like, no, we didn't do that. Like, oh. Told the whammies revolted, said we'll make our own SQA with blackjack and hookers. And I'm like, well,
Yeah, blackjack and
Coke.
hookers.
And Coke. Don't forget the cocaine.
Is that what that feeling is? Ah, it feels great.
Oh shit, YouTube TOS.
So that's you gambling $8,000 of your savings away.
That's not
I
against
give,
the TOS, right?
I give Flint about a week before he gets banned.
Oh yeah,
This
dude,
episode's already starting out great.
we almost got copy striked earlier. It was a fucking bad day.
Oh my god, really?
Oh yeah, Bandai Namco came for that ass, dude. Yeah. So here we are, community episode. We got 3 guests. You guys already know who I am. I don't need to fucking introduce myself.
Who are you? I don't know. What am I doing
Yeah,
here? I don't know who you are.
Who am I? Oh, I'm Micro
Been
Manatee.
abducted.
Seems to be the guy who's always here recording. This is good. And we got 3 guests coming. We got from Chicago. We got young Danny Boy from Deep.
All right, let's start off this podcast right. Hopefully, this mic catches this real quick.
Oh hell yeah!
Ooh, send it.
You already know.
My
That's
camera
beautiful.
my camera may not be on, but let's send it, boys. Cheers.
Absolutely. Cheers, buddy. I'll
Friend.
tip the glass. Also coming in from Chicago. We got you guys are imagine the odds. Fucking imagine.
Represent Illinois.
Dude. Got young Kurt dude coming in for round 2.
Round 2. Hey, glad to be back. I'm the one that started this whole revolt, so
Yeah.
great. It's great to be back. Awesome to be back. I opened my beer before recordings, and I should have said that, but I am also drinking. Cheers to everyone wherever you're at.
Cheers.
Oh yeah. And we got the man from out west, my D&D companion. We got motherfucker Josh Zalatos. How's it going, dude?
Yo, came for the spicy memes and stayed for the maple syrup. Thank you,
Oh,
gentlemen.
wait a minute. Hold on.
Right.
Oh, shit.
Wait a minute.
A pleasure to be here.
Wait a minute.
That's the way to do it right there.
It sticks to the tongue. It's wonderful.
Speaking of,
I think it sticks to a bunch of other things.
Ask her later.
Oh, you gotta flex it.
grab one before she went off sale. So I didn't want to get
So wait,
clowns.
so you had to buy it yourself, right?
Yeah.
Who gets that money?
Well, like I bought it with my own money, but when like a percentage of that goes back into the SQA fund. So in a way, I kind of like paid myself to buy my own face off of a website. It's
That's weird.
it is it's a little surreal. But I didn't want to get clown being like, imagine you don't have your own shower curtain.
Yo, I was just gonna say, imagine Bryce tells you, "I have one, you don't have one. What's going on here?"
Yeah.
That's the ultimate alpha move right there.
I'm honestly scared to like go visit Bryce and shower at his house, and then there's just like I'm already in the bathroom, but there's like 80 of me. Like, oh man.
Can you imagine all the hair that's built up like around his sink and like there's like beer cans and bottles, like all like a couple of candles like around his like
just like
shower and
There's a bunch of cigar buds everywhere with like half empty bottles of whiskey.
Oh, absolutely.
There's a grill in there for some reason.
Yo. You know what? I kind of like. I'm jealous now. I kind of want my shower to look like that. Beer, whiskey bottles and like a barbecue. That sounds like a man. That's manly.
It's the man cave shower, is what it is.
Absolutely. You know what? Maybe their next piece of SQE merch gotta be Bryce themed. Maybe we gotta make like a Bryce body pillow or something like that.
Why not make like a Bryce apron, like apron for barbecue?
Well, that sounds perfect.
That
How about a
actually,
stick-on beard?
That's fair. That's fair.
That's not a bad idea right there.
bad idea. Not a bad idea. Bryce gets no input. I make the merch. I'm the one.
Hey.
Who votes up.
Even better.
He'll be like, wait, no. Too late, buddy. You already Discord emote. I got your face. All right. Usually we start things off with weeks, so I'll kick it off with Danny boy. How was your week, buddy? How was 2K?
straight into the dirt. So it's like a bad drug. You just can't just end up coming back, watching commercials through playthroughs. Can't do much about it. To say it's like an addiction, like Smite with the gem cells. Man, my card's already saved. It's so easy just to hit that buy. Try to get your my character up. It's
No.
Wait. So you can purchase stuff even they don't even have like a premium thing where you could like skip the ads like when you spend money in game. Like you still
no.
you
So
said Gatorade.
no. So you have to watch whatever. I mean, skip like if it's their product, but if it's another product like a show on FX, you literally have to sit through that and watch before you can do anything.
Wow.
Bad. It's that bad. So
Why do you keep playing?
it's the only. I mean, I have no other
basketball game.
option.
It's the only
fair,
basketball
man.
game, bro. What do you want? Make him fucking
Yep.
play backyard basketball 6 or something? Like he's got.
Yo, that's better than 2K.
I know.
What are you talking
You
about?
see the
dude?
problem. I feel like the problem is back in the days you didn't hear about 2K. You heard about NBA Live, and it's like that franchise went down the drain so hard. Bounce back, it just sets them back even more. It's like money on that game, so I'm stuck buying this game. And the thing is, every single game mode in that game is pay to win. My team, to create my team, you can buy players in the auction house. You got to waste more money. It's either you waste more money, have a job, and sit there and grind. That's how bad it is.
So let me ask you this: do you spend more money, or I mean, do you spend more time watching ads, looking at through the marketplace and thinking about what you're going to buy, or actually playing the game?
Playing the game. You spend more time playing the game if you think about
that's
it.
good.
Just because the ads are only when you like transition into different menus. So like say you go to the park with multiplayers, when you're transitioning there, might be a commercial. If you're playing your my player career and you're loading into another game commercial, it's only things like that. So if you're at the park and you're in one location, you're not moving around, there's no commercials.
Damn,
Oh.
man.
Okay. Well, I mean,
It's
I'm not even gonna say that's good because you still have to fucking watch ads, dude. That you paid for
Exactly.
that fucking game. You paid for that
Exactly.
game, full price, $60, laid it out,
To watch ads.
and
pre-ordered
here we
it. Don't judge me. I
Oh.
pre-ordered it.
Pre-ordered it
are.
too.
Dude,
Wow.
You just said my trigger
Double
word,
trouble.
bro. You just said my trigger word.
I know. Trust me, I pre-ordered it, and I think like I heard your rant about pre-orders, and I just looked at myself dirty in the mirror, like,
Like, oh, fuck, too late.
You
Too
did
late,
that.
boys. We already.
yeah.
It's already made.
This podcast is brought to you by Gatorade. Gatorade.
Oh,
Wait, don't give them.
wait, can you
free
say
press.
that? No, don't do that.
Uh, I'm still waiting to hear
I
back from
promise
Honey
you.
Pop on the.
Hey,
Yeah.
Guilty confession: I pre-ordered against my better judgment. I pre-ordered Fallout 76, despite all my trash talking.
Lord.
I pre-ordered Fallout 76. I held the L on that one.
I don't even
Flint-
feel
Flint
bad
had his-
anymore.
Flint's had his head down, and if you can see the bill.
I
of
can see the
stats,
disappointment
you
in
can
his
still see the-
eyes.
Yes.
Yeah, I did return it, but like,
Yeah.
yeah, I talked crap about it for like I don't know a month and a half, and like I still, yeah.
See, I think Flint brought this up last time. Back in the days when pre-orders came out, you actually got your money's worth. Now
Yep.
it's a lot
Yeah.
different. It's kind of like up in the air. You don't know what you're getting because and DLCs that have bugs and glitches where you paid for that already, you can't do anything about it. It's just ridiculous now.
Truth, dude. It's fucking truth. They're out there nickel and diming you for no fucking reason.
Yeah, man.
And now we're seeing ads in 2K games as well. It's like, damn. I know I had to bring it up, not to clown on you, but like, I think you're the most
absolutely
hardcore
not.
2K
I get it.
man. You know,
I get it.
like, and I feel for you, man.
Sure.
I suffered through NHL fucking 09 to like, fuck, I had 16 or something like that.
I think we're missing the bigger picture. If it's already in games like 2K, how long does it take before it gets to every other game?
That's what I was thinking.
man.
Like, imagine fucking throwing a Pokeball and just
Yeah.
being like, "Hey, this Pokeball sponsored by whoever." As it's
Look,
being,
that's already in Pokemon Go. You can go to sponsored circles
yeah.
that are sponsored by that company. So it's we may not see it, but it's there. Like I promise you, every mobile game you get an ad for a game, you get ads
Dude,
everywhere.
mobile games are horrible, man.
There.
I mean,
You're right, dude. You're right. It's coming. Fallout 76 already got like fucking ways to speed up the game like it's a mobile game now, like in their newest patch. So you can craft stuff instantly. You can like clear out your inventory, like
But my dialogue choices, right?
exactly.
NPCs, man. Yo.
NPCs.
NPCs where it's at, bro. They added those in finally, but oh fucking
When they showed that announcement in E3, I'm like, wait, they aren't in the game?
no, they weren't.
They finally get the message. Yeah.
Weren't in the game, dude.
Well, I mean, if they at least improved the PvP, because like they didn't even do that, they just were like, okay, I'll shoot you. Hey, do you want to fight? No, okay, see ya. Bye.
That's so awkward too, dude. I just shot you with the gat. You want to fight? No. Okay, have a nice day, neighbor. See you later. Stop, go down the road.
I didn't
Okay, bye,
I didn't even know
let's
you
go
could do
rewind.
that. Wow.
Nice meeting you. Yeah. Okay.
Take it easy, bud.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So
So
that
how about
was
the rest of
my
your week,
week.
Danny. That's
That
it.
was my week. That's
Oh,
Hey, man,
it. I mean, boy,
dude.
you know we're always going in hard.
Hey, I've
Alright.
caught your stream a couple times. I've seen you fucking slamming on fools in 2K. Okay, respect. You probably the best 2K player I know. So, I just feel bad for you that your game is full of Gatorade ads for no fucking reason. That's like,
Sponsored by Gatorade.
oh, fuck.
so question: when you stream on Twitch and everybody else gets to watch your ads through Twitch, how does that work? Does Twitch make money for that? Does Gatorade make money for that? Like,
Gatorade. No, it's
That's just like free advertising from Twitch.
free
guess.
advertising.
I
Yeah.
guess.
you know
yeah.
what we should do? We should watch everybody sit down at your stream and we should take a shot every time you have to watch an ad.
Oh,
That's what we should do.
Lord.
Dude, Danny Boy's gonna be cycling through fucking menus like nobody's business. He's like, I'm gonna get these dudes wasted.
Whoa.
Just you fucking wait.
That was
I
my
think
bad,
there's a
boys. Can
deal
you guys
happening
hear
in
me?
the auction
Yep.
house?
Can hear you, brother.
Okay. You getting any feedback or anything?
No?
Nope.
Okay, perfect.
Podcasting, man. Fucking takes it
It's
out of you.
hard.
It is fairly difficult. Yeah. You know what, man? Talking for 2 hours a week minimum, like I have a hard time remembering past episodes. They're like because I've been talking with the same four fucking people for like a year, 2 years almost, and they're just like, remember you said that? Like, no, I gotta fucking go back and listen to my own conversation. Remember that, because there's a lot of information coming through.
There's
Do
another
you?
podcast. There's another podcast.
Do you go
I listen
back?
To.
Oh yeah.
There's another podcast I listen to that people go up to them when they do live shows and they're like, "Hey, remember this thing that you sent?" They're like, "No, we have no fucking clue."
It's so fucking hard, and it sucks. So I'm like, damn, dude, I want to remember it, because I think that's like a fun thing to talk about with people when they're like, that we said. And if it's like the week of, I'll remember it, but like 2 weeks out, they'll be like, hey, remember we said that? Like, no, actually, I gotta go back and listen to that. I go, oh fuck, that was really funny. Yeah, absolutely. But I think that's probably the hardest part, and then like actually the harder part is scheduling. Obviously, getting fucking if you're not, especially if it's online, like people aren't going to an area to record, like if you don't have a studio, it's difficult because real life can just hit you immediately. You know what I mean?
It's time to get an SQA studio then, man. We're gonna have to just gonna have to pull everybody to
Get a gamer house, dude.
So this is what we're gonna have to do. Everybody, all the whammies, you all need to buy Flint shower curtains to support the cause. You gotta bring. Oh, that's right. Buy the hats. Buy the hats. Get everybody together so that we could just have this. Get rid of all that.
Hats are fire flames, bro. I was like, oh shit, kind of dragged my feet on them, and then Danny Boy fucking rocking a hat. I was like, damn, this actually looked pretty fucking
Hell
good.
yeah! I told you, as soon as you put that up, you know I'm gonna get that.
Oh hell yeah, dude. I ordered my hats before you, and you fucking got yours before me. I was like,
yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's
International
Canada.
shipping.
Maybe it's the Canada thing.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta quicker. Yeah.
Literally what it comes down to.
Gotta be, bro. That's all it has to be. It was fine. I was like, damn. Do fucking jump the gun on me. No worries. Hey, little fire flames. Kirk, dude, how was your week, buddy?
It was good. Haven't really been playing a lot of PvP or online things, as I said in the last community challenge. Just because I want to take a break from interacting with other people and having to trust those other people to do things. So recently I've been playing Ukulele, which is the Banjo-Kazooie type game. I've been enjoying that. I play Dauntless every now and then, just to grind out some parts and stuff. There's an indie game that I played recently called Etherborn, which is like a puzzle platformer kind of thing, which is pretty dope. I beat it in like 5 hours. Really short game, but pretty cool.
Right on.
I don't know. Just chill week. Work has finally stopped being stressful, so I don't want to hang myself anymore. It's always great.
Oh yeah, it's good to hear.
Yeah, everything's been chill. It's been great. Chilling, drinking too.
How are your uke chops coming along? You improving?
Oh, my what?
How are your ukulele skills coming along? You getting them chops down?
I'm still haven't gone full white, but it's getting there.
Yeah, right on. We bought one for my daughter. She hasn't started yet, but we'd like to train, get to you and get her some lessons.
I hope you know ukulele is the name of the game. Not.
Oh, he baited you. You thought it was the instrument. Shit, dude. But yes, you should get your daughter an instrument.
Got him. Oh, all right. I'm gonna take the L on that one.
That's hard, dude. That's an understandable L, though. That's
No,
if anything.
100%. 100%.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Keep strumming, buddy. Keep strumming.
I've played the ukulele a couple times. Like I'm a guitar person, so it's just as long as you play the chord on the last or on the first chord, you can play a ukulele. So.
Oh man. I was just like thinking to myself, oh yeah, holding that L. I'll just hold that L.
It's YOOKALAYLEE. Ukulele.
All right.
Yeah, been playing that a lot. Trying to 100%. Hate my. That's
Okay.
Dope.
Good shit.
Cool.
I don't think I ever tried ukulele, but I know people were really enjoying it. So it was a lot closer to what they wanted with banjo than nuts and bolts, which was obviously the opposite.
Yeah, nuts. Don't talk about nuts and bolts. A lot of people also don't like it. Didn't like it just because it had like a lot of flawed game design, which is understandable. But I'm still enjoying it. It's still alright with me. The casino level can eat shit, but besides that, everything else is good.
There's always one level.
Triggered.
There's always one level that's gonna fucking tilt you off the face of the planet. How it is. All right, man. Good shit. Josh, how was your week, buddy?
Honestly, amazing. My fiance and I, we finally picked out a venue for our wedding. So March 30, 2020 is the date. Yeah.
Congrats, man.
Hell yeah. Congratulations, dude.
So the sentence is life. So wish me luck, bro. Yeah, I'm lucky.
Hey, you're good now. No going back.
Salute.
No going back.
All brother.
Press
Yeah,
F
place is
for
beautiful.
brother.
Thank you guys. Moment of silence. Not in podcasting.
What's that?
So yeah, dude, see, I got a promotion at work not too long ago.
Hey.
That's good. Yeah, more money. Heck yeah, right in time. I got tapped to be a community manager for this new community, so we're hoping to turn that around and make some money. And
Look at
yeah,
this man.
dude, it's been a good week. It's been a really good
Look at this
week.
man.
See that?
And then I'm teaching my fiance how to start streaming. So she started recording videos and she's getting into gaming again and trying to reestablish my online presence, get that game back, you know. Yeah, so yeah, can't complain, dude. It's been a good week. Went to the beach, barbecue. I got burnt, dude, just burnt.
Nice.
Hell
Yes,
yeah.
but that's pretty much it. Just trying to get back into the league grind. I started playing with a league with Brian since last week. He mentioned he was looking for somebody, so we're kind of working that a little bit and just watching some movies, Dumbo, some anime, and chilling.
Nice, dude.
Have you
Nice.
played the what's it called? What is it called? Team fight tactics? Whatever.
I have not. Like auto chess, the concept of it seems weird to me. Like it seems super relaxing, but I'm one of those guys that I like to be frustrated and like super tense the entire time I play games. I'm not one of those like chill gamers. I don't get tilted, but I like, just like every second I have to be responding to something reaction like Dark Souls level. Like I make a mistake, GG, that's all she wrote, So I haven't played that yet, but it looks good.
I played the Dota version of it. I forgot what it's. I think like Underworld or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm too stupid for it, as with most like card games. I'm just too stupid to get like a good grasp of everything. But so far, I've been enjoying it.
That seems cool.
A shot.
Yeah, I've been on that. Like Flint said, I've been on the Dungeons and Dragons grind. I have a home group, and we play every 2 weeks. I've been writing a lot. I've been doing a lot of voice acting and like a lot of like learning about emotions and gestures and like character psychology and like I've been going hard in the paint with that. It's been a lot of fun. We're gonna probably start recording it in the next couple of weeks, so we'll see.
Nice. Yeah, D&D, man. I finally got a taste of D&D, and that's been I can't get enough of it.
Dude, right?
It's just
it sinks your fucking hooks in, and you're just like, I want to play this all the time. I want to play this shit all the time.
Yep. I've been looking for like one shots on Roll20 every now and then. I've been getting lucky. I found run a couple one shots, and man, I'm telling you, I don't know what it is about D&D. I should have been playing this a long time ago. That's what I feel like.
It's the stigma, man. You're just like fucking like all you hear about is like, damn, it's a lot of math.
Fucking
You got a lot of like think about it and shit. Yeah, but once you start playing, you're like, damn, this is dead ass just an RPG. But like, I gotta use my imagination. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Never mind. I've been playing RPGs for years. Okay, fuck.
Yep, I got this. And I mean, it gets cool when you get into a little bit of role play. I don't know what type of character you have, but right now I'm like a Kenku rogue. So I mean, I don't do the whole Kenku thing, like the mimicry. I just, it's a little bit of homebrew in there, so I'm able to talk. But I can only imagine if you were actually like role playing and had to do mimicry as a Kenku. Like Jesus Christ,
that's gotta be hard, dude. You almost have to do something like you need like a book of like phrases, and then you're like fucking Bumblebee, like just patching everything together.
Yeah, that's a good point. Very good point.
That'd be
yeah,
fun.
I find the biggest thing is like getting over being uncomfortable, like making voices and doing body like language and gestures and like just trying to, when you're with a new group, like being comfortable with yourself to start talking in these like ridiculous voices and saying ridiculous stuff and just not worrying about people judging you and just letting the game like be true into itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fun, man. That's for sure.
Yeah, so you have to get in on one of Flint's games, or maybe I'll start DMing for some of the people in here. Be good.
If you guys really wanted to do something, what would be cool is getting a whole bunch of people for like a big DM group. Because I mean, I know Flint DMs, I know Brian DMs, Fro DMs a little bit. He just started getting on Roll20 with us, So Imagine running a whole squad with a whole bunch of different DMs taking over.
Oh hell yeah, that'd be fucking good. I need DM practice anyway. I just started. Aiden knows the rules better than me, which I mean is a godsend because he's in my group. He's like, bro, this is how that works. I'm like, good. I don't have to leave through a.
But that's never
When you're not
good.
asleep?
Yeah, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
You see him turn around and just fall asleep.
Oh, dude, he has. He dead ass has. Right in the middle of the game, like, bro, where did you go? You were awake 13 seconds ago, and we just went through like 2 turns, and now it's your turn again, and you're asleep, bro. What?
Like where are you? We just rolled initiative. What is going on?
Honestly, we were about to fight an ogre, and it was like, oh, this is super scary for my players, and I'm like, okay, and it's your turn, and you just hear like. Damn, dude, am I that bored? What, you got fucking narcolepsy? Like, what's going on here?
Wow.
Shit, I wish I could fall asleep that easy. Just done.
Oh man, I would kill for that. That'd be like if I could have a superpower, but it had to be like kind of lame. Like I couldn't be the next X-Men, like the next Wolverine. Be just like fall asleep whenever I want, just like snap fingers. I'm out. All right, dope. You know,
That makes sense.
or like teleporting because I'm lazy, but I feel like that's too cool. That's like
Yeah, teleporting's not lame though.
That's not a lame superpower.
Yeah, I would definitely.
I got
go
5 minutes to get to work. Done. All right. Hey, I'm there. Who wants to go to lunch?
Imagine
then-
all the money you'll save in car bills and gas.
Oh my god, just so much. And like, but the only problem is that presents the very real fear of accidentally arriving at work without your pants on.
Oh.
You know, like the nightmares, like you came to work for your big presentation without your pants, but that would never happen, obviously, because there's no way you'd leave the house. But now you can teleport. HR is involved immediately.
Wait, just teleport back.
Well, I'm not saying you can't, but like, you know, if you show up and they're like, dude,
You're on camera. You're on camera regardless.
We got security cameras. Like, someone definitely just saw my dick.
Not,
like,
not in my office.
Not in
We don't have security cameras because people complain too much.
Wait, could you imagine trying to explain that to HR? They're looking at the cameras, they see you pop in for like 3 frames with no pants on, and then you disappear again. You're like, yo, did you see this?
Yeah, dude. Oh, it's drafting here. Oh shit.
It'd be like that scene in The Incredibles where he's pointing at the monitor. He's like, look, he moved.
Yeah, exactly. He's got no pants. No, he's got pants. It's fine. What the fuck?
He was there. Look, he was there. Now he has pants.
Yeah, man. I feel that.
So how's your week, Flint?
Oh, boys, it was a busy one. Had the pig roast on the weekend, which is, you know, why we're recording on Tuesday night. It was really good. Roast the pig for about 6 hours, I want to say. Started at noon, was at about 6 p.m.
Solid.
We got wild berries growing around the house, so we filled the belly with some wild berries, some red currants. And it was just,
yeah.
Ooh, it got a nice
poison.
No, it's great, man. You know, we got like raspberries and shit growing all around the property. If I'm fill that belly up, baste it with some beer, a little bit of barbecue sauce.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you're talking dirty to me now. This is the ASMR food podcast. We got some savory pork here.
And then you let the pig cook for 6 hours.
It just
Oh
melts
my
in your
god.
mouth. Don't you love
Sponsored by Gatorade.
Oh, I don't want to spoil challenges, but you know, just like keep your eye out. Unrelated to what we were just doing.
Okay.
Look, you know, ponder that one. Yeah, pig roast is good. Well, only thing I'll say about the pig is the skin's delicious, but after 6 hours, that shit turns to jerky. So it is the chewiest substance known to man. My jaw, I've never, like, chewing, my jaw doesn't hurt. I was sore, and I had a few beers in me. I was like, damn, this is taking a while. So they're like, wait, I'm enjoying the flavor, but when's this gonna end, boys? So
That's a lot of that. I mean, that was a whole pig, dude. When I seen the picture, I was like, yo, he's doing a whole pig in his backyard. I was like, I need to get invited to that cookout when I seen that.
Fuck, dude, we don't fuck around. We got the whole pig. We got the turkey. People are bringing in. Someone brings deviled eggs every year, and oh my god, I don't know who does
love
it, but
deviled
every
eggs.
year it's just like, because
Danny,
then I'm
let's
not
just-
eating
let's just-
chips, bro. I'm eating the deviled eggs.
Danny, let's just canoe up to Canada. It's
Let's
easy.
do it off Lake Michigan. You're right. Let's do it. I'm down.
You right. End up in Algonquin Park, fucking head south. You'll be there eventually. Yeah, so that shit was dope. A lot of cleanup involved in that after the fact, obviously, which kind of sucks. That's the worst part of having a party at your place. Like, the nice thing is I don't have to travel, so I can slam beers right away. But
Yeah.
everyone leaves in the morning, and now we gotta clean up. Fuck, that sucks.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I think it's a fair trade-off. Can't be all good. Can't be all good. Unless you're too hungover to help clean up. Little pro tip.
Yeah. Oh.
Wear the shades. Nah, I can't, man.
Wear the
Man, I'm
shit.
dying.
Wear the SQA hat. That's how you know he's
Yeah,
hungover.
there you go.
Just tuck it in. Tuck it in.
Start walking around like a raptor.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, bringing it back. I've-
Bringing it back.
I haven't been dinosaur drunk in a fucking, like, since I've been
I think-
dinosaur drunk. I think I've been like pretty good at handling it.
Go back like 5 seconds. Flint had a flashback. That's why he had to regain himself real quick.
I had to think about it. I was like, ooh, fuck, that's yeah. That shit was good. So I went straight from. I watched a whole bunch of horror movies, but we had some, But I've been rambling about horror movies for like the last 3 weeks. I'm gonna give everyone a break from that. I think that's fair. I think that's a fair thing to do. But yeah, I went straight from the pig roast to having to DM a game
Oh shit.
on
Ooh.
Sunday, and I basically spent the whole day just like trying to kill this hangover, so that it was an interesting session. And thankfully, my players were in a dungeon, so it was fine. Because it was
All the NPCs are drunk. What's going on?
yeah.
And it's the kid, a little boy, and they took the gold, and then there was a couple balls.
They already knew the stakes. They had already been in the dungeon for like part of the last session. I'd already got all the descriptions out of the way from the rooms they were
okay.
in, so it was just like
It was
okay.
it was an autopilot then.
Yeah, but at the end of it, they were like, "That was one of the best sessions that we've had." I'm like, bro, I was not mentally present for a lot
Flint
of
was
that.
over here just like, yeah, go roll, go ahead.
Roll.
I had the face cam off, and I was just letting them go and figure it out. But it was really cool. For Bryce wasn't there. Bryce was being a weenie. He was like, "Man, I can't play Dungeons and Dragons." He had the
what a we.
dude.
Oh,
He
yeah,
had the,
you said
he-
you told us that.
yeah, he had the family over, and he was like, "Dude, like if my family sees me playing Dungeons, they'll make fun of me." I'm like, dude, get them to play it. Wait till they're playing Mario Party, then sneak down, play some Dungeons and Dragons with stuff. Whatever, man. So the cool thing is we have a bunch of new players. So Bryce is obviously a new player. We got another player that played a lot of 3.5, but he's never played 5th edition before. So I would count him as new because I mean, not a lot of the mechanics copied over. You know what I mean? Like he's asking tons of questions. But we got another player who has literally never dungeoned or dragoned. No fucking idea. She plays a ton
That's
of
me.
RPGs. Yeah, exactly. She played a shit ton of RPGs. Like she was super into Guild Wars and stuff like that, like MMOs. And so I was like, this is right up your alley. I don't know why you haven't played this before. Playing fucking Guild Wars 25 hours fucking week. And she's been kind of unsure on how to, like, the role play side. She's been getting progressively better. The first session she was pretty quiet. Next session she was talking to NPCs. Session after that she was getting more and more active. And then we got to the dungeon and she was fucking taking point. She was like, and we had like one trap in the dungeon as an example. Another player fell into it, and after that she was like fucking paranoia mode. She was like, I put my ear against every door. I did like no prompt. There was no other trap, so I didn't know what to give her. I was like, I mean, like, yeah, it sounds good in there. Like, you're probably all right. And she's like, okay, but I'm gonna crack the door open. I want to make a stealth roll for that. I wasn't gonna make you, but yeah, go for it. And she's like, and I'm gonna take a rock and I'm gonna throw it across the room, and I want to see if anything activates. I'm like,
Who is this player? I want her for my campaign.
I would have never even got that far. You said
Dude.
that was her first time? You sure?
This is no, like this isn't. We played about 5 sessions, but this is the first time she's like keyed in, and she's like fucking in it, right? So we're going through the dungeon, and she's playing a fighter, but she's playing it like Richard's character in our campaign, Josh, where she's more like she has like commander strike and stuff like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she hasn't really used any of that. She's new. She's like just learning these abilities, right? So wasn't sure about her character. We get to another room, right? She's never met a wizard before. Like Aiden's a wizard in our party, and he has a familiar. But other than that, 0 wizards so far. It's all been orcs and shit, right? I say offhandedly, oh hey, yeah. So you go into a room and there's a bunch of wizard stuff like vials and like potions bubbling,
spell books,
yeah. And there's also like a rat scurrying around. Because I've been like mentioning like, oh yeah, like it's a cellar, like there's shit in there, and she immediately goes, bro, what if that's a familiar, like Aiden's fucking pet, and this thing's here to like warn? And I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, did I just get hard read as the DM? What the fuck is this? Because it absolutely was. But she had like no reference. I think it was probably just like, oh yeah, we're here to get a wizard. Wizards definitely have those all the time. And she just fucking hard read, and she just watched the fucking rat like a hawk. She's like, I'm not letting that shit out of my sight, dude. I know that's a fucking familiar. I was like, what? How? Where did you get this prediction? So, because they dawdled in that room, mostly because Aiden was like, I want to look at the wizard stuff because I'm a wizard. They took like 10 minutes to like fucking rifle
jack all of it.
Yeah, exactly. The wizard got the early warning from his familiar and fucked off, right? But I was saying, like, to like give him a clue, they walked into the next room and there's like the wizard's quarters, and I said, okay, so like you see like a door like cracked halfway in the corner, and like the candles are still lit, and the bed looks like it was recently been used. And I said, and you turn around, and you see the rat just like poof away like a familiar, and she fucking slammed her fist on the table. She's like, I fucking knew it, yes, like so jazzed. I was like, I was so glad I didn't have a face cam, because I was just grinning ear to ear. I was like, yes, you're hooked. This is it.
Congratulations.
Oh.
Congratulations. That is the moment that every DM wants, when the characters are so engrossed in like in the lore and in the situation that they're eating every detail, every moment, and hinging on like every little thing. Should I throw a rock? Should I talk to this guy? Should I?
And I think that's the beauty of D&D. Like, once you get in there and the DM starts hinting at stuff, your mind just starts working on stuff, and you just start trying to put stuff together or try to ask what's around. What can I run a history check? You start hitting them with all this stuff. I'm pretty sure the DM isn't even prepared half the time for something.
Like that. 100% no. Like I had meant to introduce Aiden's character earlier, and I was like, oh, you hear footsteps down the hallway, and I thought Aiden would go, oh yeah, that's me, and he was like, bro, I'm not even there. And so my characters were like, oh shit, dude, some enemies are coming. I'm like, yeah, some enemies are definitely. Let me just put those on the map real quick.
On the screen.
I'm like running on the fly. But
start editing in Roll20 all quick.
Oh yeah, I'm in the GM layer, just like talking, and I'm like, yeah, you hear these footsteps, and they're like big, but you don't know how big. And they're like, can I roll a check for that? I'm like, yeah, do that, but like slowly while I go grab stuff from the. But it all like culminated. So I was mentioning she's a fighter. She never really used her abilities, and we were getting to a fight, and like the wizard was getting away, but I wanted to give him something to fight. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna put like a little hobgoblin here, and he's gonna be tied into the big bad guy of this campaign arc, or like this arc in the story. And so they're fighting, and I'm thinking this guy's got like 40 HP, and there's only 3 of them. Like that'll take a while. They're level 3 characters, but it'll take a little bit, and like he can do damage. So I was like, cool. And she said, oh, I'm gonna use this commanding strike thing, which is what Richard has in our campaign. And she was like, I have no, like, I kind of know what it does, but I've never tried it. And I was like, oh, okay, cool, go for it. So she commands our druid to attack, who's a wolf, does 2d6 damage. I'm like, oh, well, I mean, that's pretty smart. Good for you.
All right.
Optimal. Dude rolled a fucking nat 20 on the attack.
Oh!
On
So
the
did you roll a 12?
Ooh.
What's that?
I said, did he roll 2d6s after that? Did he get 2 6s after
well,
that?
here's the thing. So with the command, it's actually better than Richard's, because you get to add extra dice to the roll. So it's a d8 plus. So the D8s got doubled. So it was 2D8 and 4D6. Dude almost one-shot the fucking boss. I was like, oh no. Oh, fuck. And again, she fucking lit up. She was like, oh shit, this thing is sick. She just like losing her mind. She's like, I'm the fucking best. I don't even have to attack this dude. And the next turn, she walked up, caught off the boss's head, intimidated the fucking minions, and she was like, "That was very fun. That was the best session I've had." I was like, "Yes." And then I like took a couple Advil and went to bed immediately after because my head was fucking pounding the whole time.
You see, I see Kurt's face. He's getting intrigued more and more.
Oh, so I've been intrigued in trying D&D. I know a lot of my high school friends back in how they played it a lot, but I just never like made the time to go play it. And now the more I hear about it, the more I'm just like I have to watch other shit.
Yeah,
it's just like do I really try and make the schedule for another thing on top of the things that I'm already trying to make, like fit into my schedule?
You know, if you're willing to do it,
go ahead.
I'll DM a session for you. I've never used Roll20 before, so maybe I'll have Brian or Flint help me. But I'll do a session for you guys. It'll be a one shot, just so you guys can get your feet wet and your voices. I start doing this, and like I'll start like walking around, and like next thing you know, like he's just an alchemist. I'll just make you some potions and stuff, and like dude, people just eat that shit up.
Yeah,
I'm down trying.
I'll tell you what though,
enjoyed
Kurt.
it.
I wasn't optimistic like that either until I actually tried my first like adventure, started like doing stuff, and after that, I promise you, if you're gonna get into it. It's so fun.
I'm pretty sure I will. I'm just tired and lazy.
It's man,
That's
and
all it comes
honestly,
down to.
scheduling is like the hardest part. So one shot's almost
Yeah.
ideal
Yeah.
because everyone can block out like one Sunday. I have 5 people in my group, and it's always a 3-person session because there's always 2 people that are like, dude, I can't. I got stuff to do.
I can't do this right now.
Can't do it. I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's not like I had a whole session prepped or anything. It's not, okay.
I feel like I was hungover or anything. Oh, everyone shows up. Oh shit.
Oh yeah, everyone shows up and they're keyed in as all fuck, and they're hanging on my every word. Oh, perfect. Yeah, great. Thanks.
Why are you guys talking so loud?
Who are you? What am I doing here?
Who are you guys? What's
Where
your
are my
character's
pants?
Where are my pants?
Where are my pants?
name? Oh, don't. Oh, fuck, I gotta teleport back. Oh,
How's your truck running, Flint?
Oh, it's running beautiful. Running beautiful right now. I'm gonna replace the suspension next. But that like it doesn't have to happen right now. It can happen later.
All right.
I took the train today.
Dude, that's honestly,
My truck.
if only I could take the train every day, I would. I'm waiting for Elon Musk to make a fucking hyperloop, and I'll just get up in that bitch. He was talking about it, but I don't think he's gonna come up here. I think
He was talking about making the. He was talking about making the. Was it a hyperloop? Was it, Danny? Like going under downtown from
O'Hare,
something
right?
all the way to O'Hare. Yeah.
Yeah, to O'Hare.
Town. Like
It's,
30
like
minutes or
I think it was
something
like less than 30 minutes. I think it was like
Was it?
25 minutes to get you straight from downtown O'Hare, which is ridiculous if it's possible.
I know they're like digging under the city.
Yeah.
That's, they said from Toronto to Montreal would be about an hour. That's what he was saying.
That's
That's
how much is that like in miles? Like or how much distance we talking?
Well, it's 550 kilometers. So in
4 million miles.
miles is 340 miles.
That's still a lot right there.
Canada media as fuck, dude. I don't. So fucking. I mean, USA.
Canada. Yeah, you guys seem like bigger though, but small at the same time.
I think Canada's more spread out. I think that's what it comes down
It's
to.
all our
Yeah.
big cities are like tiny compared to yours, but we're also really spread out. So
Yeah.
I think Toronto's the biggest city, and I don't even know what their population is, but it's not very big. Yeah, Toronto's population is 3 million people, and that's our biggest city.
Oh, okay.
That's about Chicago, honestly. Chicago's
Yeah.
2.7.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. That's like Chicago.
Yeah, but you think about like New York, or like I went to Tokyo, and I was like, where are you people coming from? How are you all here? Why are you living underground? Why are there so many of you?
You know what?
People
Some of those living conditions are a little sketchy as hell. That's for
Oh,
sure.
same in New York though. Like you pay for like half of a studio is like $2,000.
Well, you see, New York. I feel like New York is different though, because China is just there's so many people cramped in so many little places. New York,
Fair.
you choose to live in those expensive places. I mean, call
That's
it
fair.
first world problems, you know.
That's also Manhattan, and a lot of people like obviously they want to live in Manhattan, but you still got like Queens, you still got Brooklyn, you got Long Island if you want to try and live there.
True.
Fire alarm's going off.
That's it.
Sorry about that.
Like,
Is that Tomahawk's ready?
Tomahawk's ready, boys.
That's our
yeah.
soup. My
Hell
wife's
yeah.
put
Dude,
something in the pressure cooker, so yep.
Like, fucking, I'm up in the Ottawa region. Fuck, we haven't even cracked 1 million people yet. Like, that's the fucking capital of the entire country. I haven't even cracked 1 million people. Fuck, think about that.
Yeah.
We're spread as all fuck. But
so how rural is it where you live, Flint? Like, depending when you need to travel, I want to say maybe like 30, 40 minutes away everywhere else?
Any major city is an hour away from me.
Okay.
Do you have moose like walking on your property, like getting into your trash and stuff like that?
No moose. We've had a couple bears. Mostly coyotes and like raccoons and shit. But I mean.
Okay.
So I guess like imagine it like Danny, like someone living right outside Champaign Urbana trying to get to Chicago.
Yeah, I was just literally gonna say
that's
I
what
feel
I
like
was
it's
thinking, yeah.
Champagne, yeah.
Because also Champaign Champaign Urbana is probably like what, half an hour south?
Well,
45.
I mean, depending on traffic, but you're right. Like clear traffic, you're talking about 45 minutes tops.
Yeah, and then everything south of that Flint is all corn.
Yeah.
Speaking my language. Speaking
all
my
corn.
It's ridiculous. All corn.
That's how it be, man. That's how it fucking be. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, I like the peace and quiet. I wish the internet was better. Like, country with good internet is top tier because you have no neighbors.
It's better. Just walk across the street. Just get that fiber box.
The fucking Bell Fiber guy drove by my house to fucking tease us today. Or not today, like yesterday. We're like, can you fucking install fiber? He's like, I'd love to. I'm like, bitch, it's right there. Just get a fucking cable. Just do. How much you want? Like,
how much you
damn, dude.
Probably
let him know.
Maybe. Probably not as much as you could give.
Fucking maybe not, but like, damn, dude. I'm out here. I use the internet more than anything else. Fucking might as well. I just want it when it rains to not have worse internet. Like, that shouldn't be a thing in 2019, but it still is. So
it still is. That's crazy how that works.
I get my internet off a fucking corn silo, dude. Like, come on, man.
You know what? Even being here in San Diego, though, even having high-speed internet, when it gets hot, some of those internet speeds plummet. So,
That's true. That's true. I mean, we've been having that heat wave up here too, so I feel you, brother. It's,
dude, don't even get me started.
You guys know it's fucking
Chicago.
rough,
We got
bro.
hit hard.
So I take the train to and from work every day. So I have to walk probably in total, I'd say like over a mile to get to the train, and then another like 70% of a mile to get to work. On what was it, Danny? Thursday, Friday, one of those two.
Yeah.
It was 105 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yep.
And I had to walk in that the two-ish miles that I had to walk. Fucking horrible, man.
Yeah,
oh my god.
I mean, I work in a shop, so a fabrication shop. So I'm a welder, so I can't even have a fan on me. I got a helmet on, long sleeves. Oh, it's ridiculous. Anywhere you went in that shop, it was just bad.
My office is full ACs. Thank Christ for that.
Ugh.
It's been terrible, dude.
It's been pretty rough. Let's talk about some Twitch stuff. I mean, like, we were talking about Twitch.
Oh boy.
Y'all saw the big Twitch news today was unfortunately not great.
Oh.
Speaking of cats,
sorry,
hold on 1 second.
I had to set my cat down. Hold on.
Cat real quick.
I was like, what just jumped on somebody doing?
What the heck? So Flint is standing up at like full height, and his cat is like coming through the window.
Oh my God.
I think they're trying to escape.
Wait, hold on. You gotta. Okay, so that was terrible podcast. Like, you gotta tell them what just happened, Flint.
Oh yeah.
No,
So my cat just full height fucking hopped up about 6 feet into a window. And
No big deal, you know.
It's just another day for a cat.
yeah, that's like cat shit. I mean, we got like a wall that's all carpet, and he just fucking hangs off it like he's Spider-Man for like 90% of the day. It's like
I felt like that was perfect timing though.
that
Yeah,
was
Dropping the Twitch mention.
They knew. Cat
my
knows.
cat knows. He's like, dude, I know what you're talking about. Don't make me call the SPCA. Yeah, fucking.
You talking shit over there?
No, I think the cat panicked. He's like, "Where's the nearest window? I'm out of this."
Dude, she's calling Alinity. It's all over. I gotta go.
I don't want vodka I don't want vodka. Get me out.
Oh fuck. So for those of you who didn't watch, I mean, I'm not gonna link the clips. I'm not gonna tell you to search out the clips if you like seeing animals get
Yeah,
fucking
don't
hurt
do that.
ain't your thing. Like, don't do your thing. Basically, what happened? Really like super popular streamer on Twitch, Alinity, came out that she was abusing her animals. So she has a clip where she throws her cat like hardcore over her head. You hear it thud. You don't know. Like, it lands. It seems. I mean, it's a cat, so I'm assuming it landed all right. But just the act in itself is pretty shitty. And what was more shitty to me was there was another clip that came out where she force fed her cat vodka. And if you don't know, alcohol's basically like poison to cats. It'd be like, oh, I only put a little bit of chocolate in my dog's food bowl. That's the equivalent that we're kind of working with here. You know what I mean?
They can actually eat chocolate. It just depends what type of chocolate, honestly.
All right, but whichever chocolate fucks them up.
Regardless, chocolate on dogs, not a good point.
It's very bad.
Not a
Yes.
good, yeah.
Bad regardless. So, people were pissed. PETA got involved, which is probably PETA's like one good thing they do a year. Personally, fuck those guys, but like every once in a while they make a good point. Just like, fuck, what do you do? It's like when they say they hate SeaWorld. Like, I can't. You're not wrong, but you're still dicks, you know.
True.
Wait, so are you telling me that Pokemon game that PETA made wasn't a work of genius?
I'm saying that
I'm
you know.
I'm so tilted right now.
I never played it, so I can't give you my honest review. But
I played it.
Oh,
That's a hard pass on me, bro.
It was garbo, dude.
dog. I'd rather watch like 16 Gatorade ads in a row. To be honest with
You
you.
know, I don't hate to be the bearer of bad news, but I don't think she's banned on Twitch yet.
She's not.
She is
She
not.
won't be. She won't
And
be.
in fact, people that quote unquote harassed her, as in expose the fact that she abuses her animals, are getting banned.
That's the thing that pisses me off. The people that are trying to be like, "Hey, you're abusing your animals," they're the ones that are banned. But the person that's actually doing the abusing is getting away scot-free.
And someone found a smaller streamer who did literally the exact same thing as Alinity, pick the cat up over the head, get the fuck off my keyboard. 14-day ban for her. But apparently, Alinity's cool. Apparently that's acceptable content. Doesn't matter that Pete is pissed. Doesn't matter that the SPCA is doing a home visit to see if those cats are, you know, happy and healthy.
Yeah.
Apparently you just get big enough on Twitch, you're allowed to just fucking...
It's not even big enough because obviously what happened. Dr. Disrespect, he's a big streamer and they still banned his ass. It's more like she probably, and they obviously this is just like rumors and stuff like that, but there's a lot of like staff members that watch that are like in her chat and stuff. So people are
biased.
like, well, not just biased, but a lot of people are saying that it's possible that she just like sends him photos or like does other stuff. And then,
I don't even
like,
think she'd have to. Like, if you're in someone's stream that often, and you're a genuine fan, or you're like, I mean, I hate to use the term, but like quote unquote white knight, you don't have to get much in the way of attention. You know, she's probably got
Just
the hook.
acknowledge
She's probably got a direct line to someone at Twitch support and said, "Hey,
Yeah,
I'm getting
probably,
some heat. Getting some heat for something," and that person's probably like a fan, and I'm just going, "Oh yeah, no worries. We'll just
we got you.
Just don't
You're
worry
good.
about it. Just stay quiet. Just stay quiet for a while. It'll be all good. Make like
I mean,
a PR apology."
I don't know how deep the rabbit hole goes, but when it comes down to that's just a bad conflict of interest on Twitch's side. I mean, you got to keep it professional and be fair to everybody. I don't think it's right. One person can literally be like shown breaking terms of service multiple times doing different things and still be permitted. Not even like a soft ban, 14-day ban, anything. Like that's just when do you draw the line? Like even if she has connections to higher up, we as gamers and viewers and people watching that should still hold like Twitch accountable for something like that. Like I don't think it's fair.
Yeah,
I agree.
and there's been
Unfortunately,
enough.
it's not as.
You go ahead, buddy.
But
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, unfortunately, it just doesn't work like that. Like in an ideal world, obviously, it'd be like, hey, person A did the exact same thing as person B, but person A is getting treated differently than person B. What the hell? And in an ideal world, something would happen, obviously, because that's not right. But this is a company that we're talking about. This is like I forgot who it is. It's a conflict of interest. It's XYZ as to why one person is getting treated differently than the other one. So
Well, and I'm sure that her reports, like reports on bigger streamers, don't just get dropped in a queue. I'm sure they get routed to specific people in Twitch. Like
True.
when you work in a support environment, you know, stuff gets escalated.
yeah,
So probably if
Yeah,
they see
certain-
Linity, they see like Summit, they see big names, it just like cuts a queue, goes straight to like people to review it right away. And those
Yeah,
people
I'm sure
probably
certain-
have some bias.
Yeah, certain
Or
cases
maybe
might
it's
get
not-
priority. Yeah.
or maybe because I know Flint, you just moved into a more of a help desk ish role. Maybe it's also like after 300 reports, then they'll look into it or something like that.
Yeah.
Because they could be just assholes just reporting like report Summit. He's racist. He said this, but then it's just complete false.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they get reports of those on the daily. So maybe it could also be like purely speculation too. Pure speculation. Could be like, okay, after X amount of reports, then we'll start looking into it, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What if I was to tell you guys that her actual like daily numbers increased since she threw this cat?
Oh, I believe
I
it.
wouldn't be surprised.
Doesn't surprise
I
me.
wouldn't be surprised.
There's no good. What's that saying? There's no such thing as bad PR or whatever. It is.
Exactly that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's pretty sad.
I mean, look at the numbers from the whole Copy Strike PewDiePie thing. Her numbers skyrocketed.
Yeah, and that's
I mean,
the thing.
it's-
Like, go ahead, Danny boy. I've
Yeah.
talked enough. I'm here. I've been here 61 episodes. You fucking go.
So yeah, no, I mean it's just I feel like it's just a society as it is now. We kind of go towards the controversial route. We just want to be entertained if you think about it. You want to keep tracks on it, watch what's going on, and just you get the views. I mean, people have done this in the marketing terms too. Like they'll do something crazy to get the movie out, and then after that, the movie hits a big boom. I mean, it's just I'm sure she didn't do it on purpose. It seemed like a random thing to happen. Your cat was in front of you. I mean, my first thing wouldn't be chuck my cat behind my head. Maybe pick him up, put him down. But it's just she ran with it. I mean, no bans, no strikes, numbers went up. It was a win-win for her.
Yeah.
I mean, who was it that did? Was it Duncan that like got rid of donuts or whatever? Like whatever that was.
Oh, exactly. Yep.
So
You're right.
yeah, it's kind of in the same vein of that.
It's not even that. Like, did you ever hear about IHOP serving
Going to
burgers?
burgers.
Yeah.
Serving burgers.
Something like
IHOP.
that, yeah.
Are they going to change their name because now they only serve burgers? Like, it's all marketing, man. When it comes down to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know it's not genuine because not even a day later she was like, guys, I'm just being witch hunted, and like it's super unfair. Like, no, we got you on video being shitty to your pets, dude. Like that's, you've had enough controversy where
fair.
people are already sick of your shit, and then you're seen to be fucking with animals, which is the line you don't cross because people have a lot of tolerance for being shitty to other people. As soon as you bring an animal into it, it's like, uh-oh. now you've pissed people off. Now you're getting to that point where it's not good,
Yeah, I agree.
That's the limit. So it's I don't think she's gonna get banned. I think she's gonna sweep this one under the rug. Twitch is gonna make some bullshit PR statement if they make a statement at all. It's gonna be like, it's difficult to moderate. There's a lot of people. It's moving parts. Like no.
Yeah, the fact is like there's not even a slap on the wrist. Like it's not even like no, you should. It's just you just push it aside and then on.
Yeah, exactly. And even if they gave her like a token day ban, at least they could say, "Hey, we did something about it."
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the amount of money she's making, she's not going to lose a lot in a day where it's going to impact her income. So even if you had a bias towards her, you could have made yourselves look better as a company and said, look.
Yeah.
Okay.
And obviously, even if they did do that, people are like, no, it should have 14 days instead of 1 day. But then, like you said, at the very least, they can be like, hey, something was done rather than absolute.
They won't. And here's why: Twitch doesn't stand to gain or lose anything by addressing this issue. So why even bother getting involved? If it's just another, she's a fairly reputable streamer, but at this point, it's actually generating and bringing more people into Twitch. So why would they do anything about it?
Well, you see,
they turn more of a profit.
You see, I would argue that that's kind of not true, because in certain cases, like Kurt brought up earlier, when Dr. Disrespect did his situation in the washroom at a certain con, he got banned instantly. It was
all right, but there is a very distinct difference between going into a bathroom with a camera, whether it was intentional or not, and just tossing a cat. Because, like, especially with how hot of a topic of like genders and sexuality, like, the guy was walking around live streaming dudes or dudettes or whatever people in the bathroom using the restroom. That ain't right.
It was also in a public space, right? So you can argue comfort of your own home. Yeah, super shitty behavior. Like, obviously deserves a ban. But once he gets put in a public space, it's like, oh, fuck. We got to do something now because the police are getting involved and fucking,
True.
The reason why I brought up Dr. Disrespect was because of
because of the numbers. Yeah, for sure. Like, they're not
numbers.
That I think you kind of swayed me on that because I thought like a lot of it was like due to numbers, but I think there is some legitimate bias there just based on how much shit she's gotten away with. Like it's silly at this point, and I don't think anything's going to happen. I would be surprised if it did. Overall, I'm just really disappointed in Twitch's. You're right. They don't gain anything from banning her because then they get Alinity pissed at them, and she's a big revenue for them. But
it's still negligence. It's still what is the acceptable level of negligence, and obviously people have been banned from Twitch for less. So
a lot less.
Banned for literally the same thing. Banned for literally the same thing, and it's like but she making us hella dollars. So I mean, like, there's an accountant in there going, okay, but if we don't say anything, here's the profit line. It's going up. Okay, we'll just leave that alone.
And then that's where the talks stop.
Pretty much, yeah. Which unfortunate. How about some good news, dude? But we didn't talk about this last week. I'm one for clowning on Epic with their game store. I think they got some work to do on that. But they
This is gonna be news to me, so I'm excited to hear about this.
Yeah, they donated $1.2 million to Blender, the Blender Foundation.
I did hear this. Never mind.
Yeah, it was last week. A little bit older news, not as fresh, but it was one of those things I wanted to put a spotlight on. But then we talked about horror movies for an hour and a half. Like you get derailed. Can't fit everything in there unless you want to talk for 4 hours. They mean basically they put $1.2 million in a grant. Blender, if you don't know, is a 3D modeling software that I believe is free to use entirely.
Yes, it is. Correct.
So really putting a lot of money back into a nonprofit that's going to help train the next generation of 3D artists, which is really awesome. I clown on Epic a lot. I say your source sucks. I don't play Fortnite. I don't really care about that, but I feel like the way that your business model is run, I don't agree with. But I can't clown that. That's fucking awesome. And especially going into a free platform, that's really cool of them. Just something I want to throw out there. Just like, hey, good job, Epic. You did good.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I guess throwing money at a good cause is always good, right?
Yeah, man. I mean, that was probably like half a day of V-Bucks purchases, but fuck it, like whatever, man.
Jack Black.
That's a very good point.
Minecraft for a charity.
That's half the IPs it stole from all the spyware. No worries.
Oof. Did you guys hear about Google when they were doing their Google Maps and Google Earth? They were driving around stealing people's Wi-Fi encrypted information or non-encrypted information.
Oh,
wow.
Good. Nice.
Oh, yeah.
That's a two for one, I guess.
Yeah. Oof. That was interesting. Go on.
It's Google. What are you gonna do?
Yeah. It's pretty shady, man.
There's one
terrible.
thing. Yeah, it's horrible. There's one thing that I wanted to bring up that I think is pretty important. There's finally a class action lawsuit about con drifting. Anyone seen this?
Yes. It's good.
So
man.
for those that don't know and or don't have a Switch, a lot of Switches, including mine, actually, my left Joy-Con, it has this thing called Joy-Con drifting, and what that basically does is when you're not interacting with the joystick at all, the joystick still does other movements. Example, I was playing Crash Bandicoot, the trilogy remake. I was playing through a level, then I just stood still waiting for a platform to spin around. Dude just walks forward and falls off the edge. So obviously, in cases like those, it's infuriating because you're not doing anything wrong. It's the hardware itself that's fucking everything up, right? I actually changed out the joystick because of how horrible it was, and then it did fix it, but I still bought like custom Joy-Cons either way. Super fucking sick. They're like GameCube themed. Fucking fantastic. But there's a lot of like Reddit, online forums, YouTubers, everything else saying like, "Hey, I'm also experiencing this." And then somebody finally, I forgot what the law firm was, but they put a class action lawsuit saying, "Hey, respond, like Nintendo, respond to this because there's a lot of people that are affected by this. Something needs to be done." And then the other reason was also because the Switch Lite got announced, and then those Joy Cons you can't take them off or take them apart, or it's probably going to be a lot harder to take them apart. If they still use the same hardware that the regular Switch does, then they're still vulnerable to Joy-Con drift. And then what do you do when you can't replace the joystick?
Exactly.
I think that's a pretty big piece of news to talk about, just because, like I said, I was affected by it. I don't know if anyone else was, but
Dude,
at least something's being done.
I mean,
by
fucking
it.
Joy Cons are like $80, $90 Canadian, and they don't work. Like,
They're like $65 American.
yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, that's I don't own a Switch, but I did see an article on that. I was reading up on it, and it just goes to show you, man. No matter what type of advancements we do in games, no matter what, like it'll still affect you. It'll still even the most minor detail, leaving your Joy-Con on and just leaving it there, it'll cause drift. It'll move your stuff. I mean, what can you do?
Yeah, as just a standard consumer, like if you don't have access to electronics repair equipment or any of that shit, it's like fucking what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, Nintendo?
I mean, I don't know how far the lawsuit's gonna go. I don't think that far, to be honest with you.
This is my custom Joy Cons, so they're all black GameCube.
Nice.
Okay.
Buttons.
Yeah.
These are fucking nice.
It sucks, man. And that was like my biggest worry. I tweeted it out too with the Switch Lite is that it's all one shell. So
yeah, it's all one unit put together.
Yeah. So I mean, at least with the Switch, oh, my Joy-Con sucks. I mean, worst comes to worst, as a consumer, I can shell out the money again and fucking swap them, or at least I have like a smaller thing to take apart. But like if in a whole shell, that's a daunting task to tear down safely.
Yeah.
And the Pro controller works fine, so it's not like they don't know how to make correct Joy-Cons. I mean, shit,
Except the D-pad.
Yeah, well, whatever, man. We don't use this ain't D-pad town. Fucking, I'm using my analog sticks.
Are you kidding me? Tetris 99, you don't use the D-pad? Hello?
I haven't played Tetris 99 yet.
Oh, dude, you snoozing, dude.
Yeah, I'm fucking right. I'm snoozing. I got record one of these every week. Fucking, I only got so many hours a week to watch horror movies, bro. What else am I gonna do?
I know, right?
Play Tetris 99.
Oh my god.
Wait, so
that sounds like a
Is it-
rough schedule. Look, D&D,
Is-
Tetris 99. You got to sneak in some Smash Brothers podcast, roast the pig every now and then.
Yeah, dude, that's fucking. I'm booked up.
Slam beers, you forgot that part.
Slam beers.
Oh, that's
dude.
that's a daily occurrence.
What were you
Yeah.
gonna say, Zelados?
I forgot.
That happens, man. Sometimes I got a fucking great thing to say.
Yeah, I can contribute. What?
I can do something.
Yay! Oh no,
Yeah,
I was gonna ask if it was if that was an Epic Store exclusive, or is that just the new one? The
What?
Tetris game.
It's on Switch. Question mark?
It's on the Switch.
Yeah, yep. You could just grab it on your Switch, and I think it's free.
It's free too.
Which is
Yeah,
pretty
it's
dope.
free. They're doing a
Oh.
physical release that you can pay for.
Of course.
Yeah.
course.
I mean, shit. I don't know if I'd pay
Some people-
for it if
some
I got
people
a
want
free
it.
option. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it.
No, so you get. So I know there's like paid DLC that's out there, like you can play offline and stuff. And I think if you get the physical version, that all comes in game.
All right.
Okay.
Man, I haven't played I see. That's the thing. I guess I haven't watched any videos on it, but I'm like, how do you expand on Tetris? I mean, I played the original one on the original Game Boy, but it's like there's like, oh, Tetris 99, Tetris Unlimited. Like, what do you do? Improve the colors, the
Have you
graphics,
seen-
the sound?
have you-
No, I
I've seen
haven't.
anything of-
No, I
It's,
haven't.
There's a game called Tetris Effect. It's on the PS4.
That's pretty dope.
All right.
That game is beautiful, man. I wish I could buy that game.
I remember watching a video of a Tetris Pro playing it, and
Yep, and he got the
he-
first like whatever.
It was
the
like
hell that thing was.
16 rows or some shit.
16
Like he just,
lines in a row. Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my god.
and he
Oh
Yeah,
my
that
god.
game is gorgeous, dude. I would love to, and it has like soothing music that plays, and like the music ramps up depending on how good you're playing. Oh my god, dude.
I would get that if I had VR. Like my PC can run VR shit, but I mean,
Yo,
It's
only
that's
on
clean.
PS4, isn't it?
what's that?
It's only on PS4 though, isn't
It's
it?
only on PS4, so I have to buy a PS4. Probably get some 2K in there too. Play with Danny Boy, but
No. Oh,
just won't watch the Gatorade ads, dude. Fine.
this podcast is still sponsored by Gatorade.
Just
Oh, we
brilliant.
lost
There he
someone.
goes. Man down. Oh, and welcome back.
Hey, we're back. Good shit. Says he's muted though.
Oh, feels bad, man.
Technical difficulties occur. That is life. You know,
if,
like
if I know anything about this podcast, which I know very little, this will all be cut out.
could be. Might just leave it in. Might get spicy. Might just go fuck it. You know?
Do you want to clap and resync?
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I can resync if need be on the fly. I've done this enough times that I could fucking do it without claps if I needed to.
You sure? Because the
Ooh.
episode I was on was desynced to all hell.
Oh yeah, I
Oh,
listened to that. I was like, "What is
all of
going
them.
on?" The whole like last 30 minutes of the episode, like everybody's talking over each
So
other.
that actually happened because I think Matt disconnected, and then
Yes, Matt disconnected, and then you
So-
and I were like,
we
forgot.
had to reclap, and in Audacity
not
there's
reclap, I don't
there's
think so.
editing. Look, there's a thing going on with the editing. Like if I move one thing in the timeline, fucking everything moved. I don't know why. Audacity never does that shit. So like it fucking bumped everything off like half a second. But by the time you get to the last 30 minutes, it's like a million years off. And then you have to go through the whole 2-hour fucking podcast and go, okay, where's the desync? Where did that occur? It's a pain in the ass.
Ooh, that's a struggle right there.
Yeah, man, fine. That's a lot of content to fucking go through. Fucking again, second time.
we're already at like an hour and 15 so far.
Well, let me know. I'm ready to clap if I need to.
Nah, you good. You good. I'll just cut it off like. Here, I'll just. For me, that's for me. I can fucking cut it off there. That's all good. Yeah, man. What were we talking about? Fucking
We're
Nintendo Switch getting fucked on.
Joy-Con drift.
Joy-Con drift. Anyone got anything else? they want?
Worlds. Hey, yo, there's a lot going on, man. San Diego Comic-Con just happened. Marvel just released all their new movies, like
Oh, yeah, Comic-Con
winners
is
and
happening.
losers. Yeah,
That new Blade,
Sa-
man, I hope that Blade movie is good. We need a good Blade movie.
Yo,
yes.
Marsha he is an amazing actor. I don't know, like if you guys seen like Green Box or Luke Cage. He's been in those. That guy is incredible. Yeah, Luke Cage sucked, I know, but like Marsha Ali is one of the best actors like in the last 10 years. They're doing that like Chinese Shang-Chi movie.
Lost him,
No, man
He'll be
down.
back. He'll be back. Don't
There
worry,
we
man.
go. Female Thor, Natalie Portman.
That's gonna be
And
dope.
on the fourth,
Natalie Portman, female
Yo,
Thor. What?
yes, that's gonna be fire, bro. I'm really
There's
looking.
a lot of stuff being announced.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
all right. I gotta
I'm probably-
honestly.
I'm probably
Let's-
the only person that doesn't care about Marvel stuff, so all this is just like.
Oh, all right. Well, I'll change it up for you. Let me ask you about this. Honest take: The Witcher on Netflix.
Looking good, man.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. Wait, what? Wait, hold
Looking
on.
good,
You're
dude.
trolling, right?
I don't know,
You
man. I
serious?
don't know. I don't know.
I just can't trust Netflix. that's the
Yeah,
problem.
I'm on the
No,
same
no.
boat. I just don't trust Netflix or like any adaptations of a lot of stuff. I
I
don't.
trust Netflix. I don't trust Henry Cavill, man. Like that whole thing just looks really bad. Yo, hold on. You mean to tell me Stranger Things is bad? Have you seen Castlevania? Like, have you seen any of the? They're redoing the Dark Crystal. Like, yo, Netflix has been like
They're doing
smashing
Dark
right now.
Crystal?
Yeah, they're redoing the Dark Crystal.
So I'll give you that.
Are they gonna, like,
Castlevania was good.
They also got some flops on there, bro. If you go to the fucking Netflix originals, you gotta wade through some stuff now.
Oh man, come on! The new Adam Sandler movies. Come on, you can't tell me
Adam
Mystery
Sandler.
Murder was not great. That was a great movie.
Okay, so I was talking. Well, all of us were actually talking about in the
Oof.
Discord earlier.
God, this was so bad.
I didn't like the Stranger Things ass cheek,
Same.
so I didn't watch anything past that.
You see this? Look at this
Yeah, I do
shark.
see that.
Stranger. Yeah.
I didn't like the pilot. I thought it was ass. Never watched anything after that. Me and my girlfriend saw what End of the Fucking World. Is that what it was called?
Not familiar with that one.
It's like a dark humor kind of thing. It was just bad. We saw like 2 episodes. We're like, where's the dark? Like, when you think dark humor, you think of just like tongue in cheek, like bad taste jokes. But this was just like awkward, weird kind of thing. I passed on that. There's a lot of shows on Netflix. I'm just like, these are garbo doo doo. So things like I linked in the I think I linked it in the Discord that their Invader Zim's coming to Netflix now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like,
Yeah.
cool, because Invader Zim was cool, but also not cool because I don't trust any reboots. I've been stabbed too many times to trust any reboots. And then I just learned that they're redoing freaking Rocco's Modern Life too.
Awesome.
I'm just like, it's great because I love that show, but it's also horrible because it's like I don't trust it. I don't trust it whatsoever that they're gonna do a good job with it.
I have my doubts. I am really reluctant. Like I was joking about earlier with all those terrible Adam Sandler movies. Like there's hit and miss. A lot of people really like She-Ra. I really didn't like She-Ra. Voltron was okay. What was that other one that was like Say a Man or no, but that's not Netflix. That wasn't a Netflix original.
I know.
But yeah, Adam Sandler, those movies are just bad.
That's just
But-
Adam Sandler's thing now.
Bad movies.
Well, so from what I heard, it's whenever he wants to do a movie, he does a movie so he can do it in a place where he wants to go.
Yes, Africa and like
Africa,
Europe and
Hawaii, stuff like that.
oh, here we go. New on Netflix. Adam Sandler saves Halloween alongside Maya Rudolph and Kenan Thompson in new movie. God, when will
Poor
it
Kenan
end?
Thompson. Poor Kenan Thompson. He deserves so much better.
It's that Adam Sandler money. That's all it is.
Dude, he's balling from like the early days, and he's just coasting now. But I don't blame him.
No, you got.
Like-
I mean, you got to think about it. He made his. Didn't he make his own like movie company, Billy Madison or something like that?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, he's just. I mean,
He's balling.
just think about it. He
Yeah.
could create anything he wants. That's why. I don't know if you guys ever saw Jack and Jill. Complete garbage.
Oh God.
I hate that
Dumpster
movie.
Didn't
fire.
it swept. What are they called? The Razzles, or like the horrible movie awards, whatever they're called. It won every single category that they had. That came out. It won worst actress, worst actor, worst picture, stuff like that.
I mean, at the end of the day, if Adam Sandler's paying you, you're not gonna tell. I'll be like,
You're not
okay.
gonna say shit.
Yeah, I guess
No.
that's true.
And I mean, shit, like, everyone clowns on him, but it's, you know, you gotta look from his situation. Okay, so you get to make whatever movie you want, Basically, use it as a vacation. You're still getting paid. The downside is people on the internet are going to tell you that you're not funny anymore. Like, hell yeah, I'm fucking. Sign me the fuck up. That's
Who
sick.
cares? Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Like,
Yep.
I already made a shit ton of good movies in my youth, and you know I get to spend time with my friends because he always brings like fucking Kevin James and like all his buddies along. So he gets to hang out with his buddies, fucking make a movie. He gets paid. It doesn't matter if it's good or bad because he still makes money on it. Because I don't think that any of them have been high budget. Maybe Pixels is probably like the highest one out of all the ones he's done.
All those IPs.
I forgot about Pixels.
Yeah.
I was excited for Pixels when they were showing the trailer. I'm like, yo, this actually. Never mind.
No.
I think that's just the gamer in all of us hoping we get.
Yeah,
a good
that's literally what it was.
Yeah, I knew people like older that grew up on Pac-Man shit. They're like, this is gonna be so much fun, and then they got it and like, this sucked. What the fuck? They ruined Pac-Man.
One of the funniest photos I've ever seen on the internet was Adam Sandler, Kevin James, and Selena Gomez on a red carpet for some movies that they were all in. Selena Gomez was like in this full dress, full makeup, like all this, like trying to impress, and then Kevin James and Adam Sandler were just like in polos and shorts, like flip flops and stuff like that.
You got to think like, how many have they been to where they just don't?
Yeah,
give a
exactly,
fuck anymore?
exactly.
Just like whatever.
True.
Exactly.
They don't
like, I
care.
fucking care. Yeah, they don't care.
Is that picking up?
No.
No.
Okay, good. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know if she's
fucking
blending something. Or...
I'm looking at the picture now. Fucking Kevin James in basketball fucking shorts on the red carpet.
Wait, what?
Yeah, dude, I tell you, it's a
Dude, he's
great
got a
photo.
pickup game at
That's-
fucking 9, but he's got the red carpet at 8, dude. He's ready to go.
It's one of the best photos I've ever seen on the internet. So fucking hilarious.
Oh my.
Selena Gomez, I think she was like she had a name for herself, but she was still obviously like up and coming. Like she was still on the rise. And then there's just fucking Kevin James and Adam Sandler just like, we don't care, whatever.
Yeah.
Oh my god. People were getting mad like, this is double standards. Like, no, Kevin James and Adam Sandler just don't give a shit.
They just
Like-
don't care.
And honestly, you know what? Red carpets to me always seem weird. Because I've never wanted to be dressed up and then have to sit in a movie theater seat for 2.5 hours. That
Yeah,
sounds
I've never-
terrible.
That doesn't sound like a good time to me. Like I never understood why it would be a good time.
Dude, think about going in your street clothes, and by the end of it, you're kind of like uncomfortable and like a little bit sweaty, and you're just like, oh, like, and that's in clothes that are relaxed. You know, might be
Yeah.
nicer because you're going out in public, but you know what I mean. If I'm in a suit and tie, like fucking 3-piece, I'm looking fresh as fuck. Now I gotta sit in an uncomfy fucking movie chair for 2.5 hours.
Pay $26 for a beer? Come on, man.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, you don't have to pay.
during a movie.
Do not get me started on prices at movie theaters.
Oh,
Jesus
are we
Christ,
do-
they're
are we doing
ridiculous.
this?
No, we're not doing this.
Are we
We're not doing this right. Look at the look on his face.
Y'all were tired of Pokemon rants. Y'all get theater rants now.
Uh-oh. Fuck, man. I think I paid $13 for a bag of chips the other day. That was...
Oh,
it hurt. That hurt. That shit hurt.
My God.
I was
See,
like, damn.
I'm lucky. I'm lucky that I'm right by a shitty movie theater that's a pile of trash, and I never go to any Dollar Tree, maybe a couple 100 feet away. Just go to the Dollar Tree, stuff whatever the hell I have with food. They don't check it because it's like in somewhat of a ghetto. They don't check anything. Just walk in, and you get your takis, you get your
Doc
stuff.
He's
Yeah,
like,
dude.
I'm
Get some
dead.
takis, man. The other movie theater I go to, it's in Dan, you know, River North, not River North, River East.
River East. Okay.
River East, yeah. Which is a bit, it's a little bit better. It's a lot better.
It's a lot. I was gonna say it's a lot better.
It's a lot better. Obviously they have the overpriced stuff, but at that same corner, there's a Walgreens there. You go to the Walgreens, you get your shit, you go over. Like I usually go when it's cold out, so I can have like a big old jacket on, and just have it fucking stuffed with everything. Walk in the movie theater, don't have to pay jack shit.
You see, I think that's the go-to move. The sneaking in snacks movie theater. I mean, I don't mind paying like $12 for a popcorn, but
I
if
do
I
mind
can,
paying that.
if I can sneak in some snacks, that's the go-to movie.
Shit.
Absolutely, man. That's the play. That's what we've been doing more and more because it just gets insane.
It's ridiculous.
You're
It's
spending
ridiculous.
hundreds of
You spend
dollars.
$6. Yeah, you spend $6 on a piece of gum.
Yeah,
Like,
you
on.
legit pay more for the food at a movie theater than the ticket.
Yeah, straight up.
I don't want to deal with that. That's some fucked up shit. I mean,
Not even then.
You go ahead, bud.
Not even then. I don't want to eat like half a day old popcorn for like $10.
Yeah.
Dude, movie popcorn always makes me sick too, man. Like I always get nauseous about halfway through the movie. And I'm like, why?
Same. I can only eat so much before my stomach's like, nah.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know if you think this is butter, but it's not butter, dude. Come on, get this out.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Anything that I have to press a button that shoots butter out, I do not want to eat that. Like that's not a good idea.
No. Exactly, man. That's usually what we do is we go for like a full meal before the movie, like in a nice place.
That's the play. That's the play.
That's the play right there.
Then you're well fed. You just get like a drink and you just chilling.
Well, what we usually do. So the only time I actually make to go to a movie theater is for like Star Wars. So I usually see it in IMAX second, and then we go to our regular movie theater first. So the IMAX in downtown at Navy Pier, there's a McDonald's literally right in front of it. We go an hour early, go to McDonald's, fill up, and then go straight into the movie.
You're giving them too much insider info, man.
Yeah, they're listening, and NRA is going to be on it.
Yo,
the NSA, they're going to track you down. They're going to look at your movie card.
If you guys think that anyone higher up in the movie theater industry is podcast, I'm afraid to say that you are wrong.
Oh,
hey, bro! If anyone is, put me in your shitty horror movies. I'll do it. I'll be guy 4 that dies.
I am doing this for the little man. I am doing this for the rest of us grunts that are going to our day-to-days, grinding it out at work, trying to save some money. I'm doing it for them. So I am more than happy to let y'all know in on my secrets. Pinch some pennies, save that money, and go blow it on cocaine. You're welcome.
All right, so I guess I already know the answer to your question. All right, so like, there's oftentimes you hear these ridiculous questions where people would be like, "All right, would you rather speak whatever came to your mind or never speak again? What would you pick?"
I'd speak whatever came to my mind. Are you kidding me?
Whatever. I mean, for whatever is in your head, like you have no filter between whatever goes through your mind coming out of your mouth. Just a constant like regurgitation of whatever your thoughts are verbally, or never speak again.
I have no shame. So I'm perfectly fine with that. At the same time, though, it's also like I just don't talk in general. Like unless.
So if you're in class and you think your teacher has a fat ass, that is exactly what you're gonna say. Dang, man, she's got a fat ass.
You know what?
In front of all your students.
She's got a fat ass, man.
Okay.
Got a fat ass. Yo, so this is I've never told this story to anyone. I accidentally farted during a class in high school, and everyone heard that shit. So if you're telling me I just have to say a teacher, damn, you got a fat ass. You know what? I farted literally in the middle of a lecture. I'm cool with that, man. That's the ghetto in me coming out.
Just to make fucking capital size L. There you go. That's the right way. Everything's fucking reversed.
Excuse me.
Everything's reversed, dude. I don't know. Let's knock this community challenge out of the way, boys. You know what? I was gonna save it. I was gonna save it for next week, but fuck them. These guys didn't show up. We get to do it.
We lost Danny again.
Danny'll be back. Danny's coming back. I ain't worried about it. Trevor made the challenge. I got a community challenge from next week, anyways. I think we can talk about some stuff, so that'll be pretty dope.
Yeah.
But the question, and you guys answered some of this, so I will not read yours out, so you can re-give your thoughts if you'd like to. Question was, what single player games have you like truly salted out over? Because everyone who has ever played a multiplayer game has gotten angry. That's a fact. If you haven't, then you're a Buddhist monk, and I need you to teach me your ways. But we're here talking about single player games. You know, game you've been playing by yourself. There's literally no one else to get mad at, and you still just like threw that controller, fucking pick up, walk away. You know what, Josh? I think you were the first one to write in, so I'll let you give your thoughts right now.
I gotta admit, when I first heard this, like I was instantly triggered. I like flashback, like PTSD. I immediately stopped what I was doing at work because I was like listening to you guys while I was like honing in some parts. And I washed my hands and like had to sit down to like type this out because I was immediately triggered. I don't know how many of you guys like going back played. You said you've been doing some emulation. Have you played any games on like the Nintendo, the original Nintendo?
Dude, I got the IRL 2-in-1 system. I've been playing NES games. I'm out here.
All right. So I don't know. For those people that have played like original, like Nintendo, the Nintendo Entertainment System, there's no save states. Like you have to beat that through pretty much one playthrough. You get a couple lives, you get a couple continues, and some of those games are just fucking dog shit hard, man. They're like
rough, dude. They were rough.
Pixel perfect memory. Like you have to remember like the patterns specifically, and I just couldn't. I was playing Battletoads on the Nintendo, and there's this one level. Oh yeah, you're familiar with this game?
I know the level. I know exactly the level. You let me guess. So did it involve speeder bikes at all? Is that what got you?
Yes, it did. That got me. Yeah, it's okay. So it sounds like I'm not the only offender in this situation.
No, fuck that level. Fuck everything to do with that. I thought I was good at Battletoads till that level.
Are you kidding me?
No, the game was a masterpiece.
The game's fantastic, but still, fuck that game.
Yeah, that level, I snapped a controller. I have never raged so hard. Even playing like League or Smite, you get tilted. No, I legit like at 6 years old, I snapped one of the Nintendo controllers. I just started like bashing it against the wall and was like squeezing it. I hulked out until I snapped it in half, man. I still to this day. Yeah.
That's a whole nother level of trigger, right?
Yeah. That's awesome, though.
When you're like pulling, you rip the cord out and you're beating on the plastic, and then you're just like so angry you're trying to stretch that cord. There's no way I'm gonna tear those cords, but I wanted to. So yeah, the turbo tunnels in Battletoads is like just insane. I posted a link in the chat. Watch it, and you will see why I was so incredibly triggered.
Yeah. If you ever played Battletoads, I highly recommend it. Just so you can see, like,
but just understand you're not getting past level 3, boys. That's the fucking law, right?
Yeah. Is that the one with the hoverboard? You can get past. Yeah, that's infamous right there. I've seen so many YouTube episodes on that.
Have you guys seen the speedrun for it though?
Yes. And I get triggered just looking at it because I'm like, man, he did it so like flawlessly. I just feel like shit. I just feel like shit.
Yeah, imagine how many times it took them to get that one take, though.
Yeah.
Well, they break it down frame by frame. That's why they're like, all right, I gotta move here, I gotta move here. Like, just trying going at it raw. No, man, it's hard.
Yeah. They have the original Mario Brothers. It's literally like down the world record difference is like 15 frames between the current one and the last one, stuff like that.
True, it's true, but fuck, oh man. That's when you get some impressive shit, but those guys have had like 30 years to hone their craft.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Dude, Kurtj, you did answer this. What the fuck?
I did answer this one.
Did answer. You can't be like, dude, you even said I didn't answer this. I see.
I never said I didn't answer it. I know.
I heard that shit.
I know you lied.
Dude, you're a real podcast. You forgot what you said fucking 5 minutes after you said
literally 5 minutes. You literally.
Do I get a badge? Can I get a badge?
Yeah, you get one. It's just like my cert face screaming, like a little.
I am okay with this. I need this now.
Uh-oh.
I need this now. Sail it across the lake. I'll
Yeah, for sure, dude. I got you.
So recently I rage quit at Crash Team Racing the remake. Not not for any good reason. The rubber banding in it is absolutely fucking ridiculous. So the level that I rage quit at, it was a boss level. I think it's the third level. It's the rat with the tux. I'm forgetting his name. Um, but he's a boss, and you have to beat him in order to beat the level and then unlock the next one. Um, First of all, it's on the worst map that I'm at in that level. There's like a lot of tight turns. There's no railing, so there's nothing to save you. So you just fuck off and just fly off. And then if you guys haven't played a CTR before, all the bosses have they throw some sort of item. So like the first boss, which is Ripperoo, if he's ahead of you, then he just throws TNT crates behind him, and you just have to dodge through that and then beat him somehow. This boss does. Oh God, what was it? I think it's potions, or is it? No, it's bombs. That's what it is. It's bombs. So he just throws them. He just throws them behind him, and you just have to dodge and weave. And they don't explode. They just keep going. So you have to dodge that. So I put a lot of runs into it trying to beat it, and I was just more angry and more angry and more angry. There was one run where I was ahead of him for like 2.5 laps, and then he at the last maybe like 3 or 4 turns, he rubber banded the fuck out of the game, passed me, and then bombed me, and then I couldn't make a turn, so I fell off, and I literally just smashed I physically hit my table. Never done that before in a game.
So-
Never. That's a
For
Right.
people like myself, not familiar with Crash Team Racing, so do you actually race? Is it just a single boss that you race against? Like,
correct. It's just one boss, but
Mono,
the,
mono.
sec- the second he gets ahead of you, he just starts spamming those items, and it's just like it's on a constant loop. So it's like bomb, 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 and you just have to dodge and weave through those while also trying not to fall off and just play the track regularly. So that's I still haven't beat it. I actually just like punched my desk, quit the game, and then just like got up and left. Still haven't tried it again because it's absolutely ridiculous. I quit out of so like I said in this thing, I've quit out of games of frustration before. Ukulele, it only saves after you do some sort of action. So like let's say you get their version of a Jiggies, which is Pages. You get a Pagey, but you die before you can like leave the area or do something else, then it doesn't count, and you have to do it all over again. So I've had that happen to me where like, oh, I got this, and then I'm going, and it's like, no, it doesn't count. You have to do it again. I've literally just like, okay, home, quit, I'm done. Other than that, Cuphead, because Cuphead is Cuphead, and Cuphead is a fantastic, beautifully done game. But it can go rotten hell. Love that game. Love that game. So, I can just go on about that game, but it's still
Everybody should have and play Cuphead at least once. I mean, it's cheap too.
Yeah.
It's easy to get. It's just like if you like Twitch movements and shooters, that's the game for you. Did you hear
That's
Netflix is
fantastic.
actually releasing a Cuphead show?
I did, and I'm worried about it. I don't know how I feel about it.
You really
I'm
hate
looking-
Netflix.
It's not just that. I just don't like adaptations. I just don't like that. I'm just very, very wary about it. I'll probably give it a shot just because I love Cuphead so much, but I don't know. Guacamelee. If anyone's played Guacamelee before, does anyone have?
I have.
I
It was.
downloaded it last night to play with my daughter. Sorry, I didn't.
Yeah,
mean
it
to
was
interrupt you.
on.
Go.
No, yeah, it was on a PS4. It was like a PS Plus game. So I
Oh,
downloaded it.
was it? It's
Yeah.
fantastic. It's like a Metroidvania kind of game. Honestly, I'm not that big into Metroidvania games, but being of Hispanic descent and like all the stuff that they're really intriguing me.
Yeah,
I played the first one. I 100%ed it in like a day and a half.
yeah.
And then I played the second one. I still haven't gotten full 100%. The game tells me I got 100%. But I still need to do like the trials in the second one. But in the first one, it's mandatory to do the trials for 100%. And it's things like don't get hit for like the next minute and a half. And you have to defeat just like ongoing waves and waves and waves of enemies
Yeah.
without being hit. So it's things like that where I'm just like, I'm probably like 5 seconds away from beating it. I get hit once, and I'm just like, all right, I'm just home, quit, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Metroidvania fan.
No,
Wait, so hold on,
yeah.
Danny, are you Hispanic as well?
Yes, I am.
Oh my gosh, we got three Mexicans and a Canadian. Oh, it's a SQA first.
Oh,
Three
look at
Americans
that,
take
boys.
3 Americans take over. Tres paisanos.
Tres
Coming in.
paisanos, chingalango.
Viva la raza!
Órale.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna
Oh,
take it
God,
that
okay.
deep.
I can't.
Hold
I
on
can't
a
do that.
second.
I can't do that, Grito. I can't do that. But
I speak some broken French if you want to like fucking balance it out. I could do my best.
Je suis un poulet.
So I have a story on that rage quit stuff too, but I don't know if Flynn wants to go through.
Go for it,
stories.
Bro. Go for it.
So, a game I don't know if anybody else has played, but I know if you guys had SQA people have talked about it before. XCOM 2. Oh my God!
Yes.
I cannot stress how much that game has made me rage. Even from just like the beginning, the tutorials and learning the game, you are legit gonna rage no matter what. Like, I don't know if you guys saw a meme I shared not too long ago where one of my soldiers is shooting and I'm literally point blank in the guy's face, but it tells me I have a 50% hit rate.
Yep.
It's like, how does this work? Is this real life? Or is this, like, I know it's a game, but Jesus Christ. Like, any little action. Yeah, any little action, any little move that you may move one square off and be visible to an enemy, and that'll wipe your whole squad and like ruin your playthrough. Especially like lately, I've been getting into trying to do Iron Man runs. Let's just say I'm like 0-3 on Iron Man runs right now.
Yeah, the threat to like save scum is just always there because you're like, fuck. It's so bullshit when you walk a soldier one square too far and 4 squads see him and just unload. Like,
yes, that's it, and that's all it takes. Like, and I mean, in the beginning when you don't have gear, it's not too bad. But once you start gearing up and you start facing adamant soldiers with like 7 armors and like 14 health, there's nothing you can do right there.
Bro, the fucking acid monsters, like the alien in the acid suit that sprints around, you have to kill him twice. Like, I killed you once, just stay dead. Why are you doing this to me, dude?
Stay down.
Yeah.
Oh.
The worst is when I forgot what they're called, but they the cortex. I don't know if it's the cortex or what their name is. They like multiply, so then there's like 2 of them.
Oh, the codex. Yeah.
The codex.
Yeah.
There you go.
Fuck them.
Oh my God. Ridiculous.
Dude, and they're fucking AoE. Haha, your gun's not loaded anymore. So,
haha. Now you have to spend an action to reload and then get shot. So you're dead.
I run the mechs, like the spark unit, just for that, just so I can do overdrive. Because then you can overdrive, move, reload, and fire. That's the only reason I run them, just for those fuckers. Fucking hate
I
it.
believe you. Yeah, other than that, they're useless. You can't really use them much for else. I mean, maybe some heals or maybe some like something like that, but that's about
mobile
it.
cover. That's about it.
Yeah,
like I just walk around, just like stand behind that or whatever. Yeah, no, I 100% like that's a game I play and I'll play for a couple hours, and as soon as things start to go bad, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna save the game here. I'm not in a great situation. I'll load it back tomorrow when I'm not tilted. Because I'm immediately, this is not gonna go well.
Oh yeah, I agree, 100%.
I'm too stupid to actually play real XCOM, so I just play the rebuff. And I'm still stupid for that game.
It's a good game, man. Give it a try. I mean, I know you guys are on PC, but like that was a PS Plus console for PS4, like PS Plus free game.
I know Brian like modded his PC version to
I mean,
harder or like more content, something like that.
Yeah, to like touch into that, I've seen people modify it where they have like stormtroopers as their people. They have Jedis for the hunters with the blades. They have a whole bunch of different people. Like it's pretty cool the way you can modify everything. But I mean, you see PS4 people don't have that option. So it's either you play vanilla or you download DLC and play the DLC.
PC Master Race.
PC Master Race. I gotta be honest, I'm trying so hard not to gush over here. I started off with like the original XCOM, like UFO and defense.
Gush all you want.
Oh god, dude, it is such an amazing game. If anybody hasn't played it for like tactical strategy games, it's one of the greatest. But yeah, you do get some of those like really odd moments where like you're pointing the gun right at his head, and it's like a 99%, 100% chance, and you still manage to miss. But mod it, and play it. Do it for yourself. Do it for me.
Yeah.
Do it for your country. XCOM.
Hell yeah.
America.
Oh,
America.
hold on. Before we continue this community challenge, hold on. Gotta fucking walk it back because we were talking about the Joy-Cons. Okay. Guess what? Nintendo
finally on page. There we go.
Breaking news. Nintendo released an internal memo right before we started this podcast, actually, to fix Joy-Con drift for free to any customer that reports it.
Oh
no!
You see, that's customer service right there.
That's that class action lawsuit. They're like, oh, fuck you, right?
Wow, service with a smile.
There you go, boys. So if you have a drifting Joy-Con, contact Nintendo. You can get it fixed for free. Might have to be switchless for a little bit.
So then my question to that is, sorry to interrupt all this XCOM stuff. My question is that also going to happen with the Switch Lite? Like, are you able to send in your entire Switch Lite, have it be gone for X amount of days, weeks, and then?
Okay, so apparently what I'm reading here is if it's a hardware issue, you can start a ticket and then send it in. If not, there's a new system update that's coming out that'll allow you to recalibrate the Joy-Con software.
I mean, you can recalibrate it already, but it'll still show. Because I tried that. I tried the whole like get like an air blower underneath it and that stuff. Nothing worked until I physically tore it out and then replaced it with.
So you're not one of those guys that get your hands all sweaty and then it like builds up all that dirt and nasty stuff around your Joy-Con and just locks it into place forever?
No, they get nasty and sweaty, but no. It doesn't lock it in place.
Oh, you gotta start eating more Cheetos, bro. Cheetos and Switch.
I'm trying to lose weight, not gain it.
Oh, that's right.
I'm already a fat fuck. I don't need to be more of a fat fuck.
You gotta hit up the Fit Boys channel. Hey.
I've been watching it, not gonna lie. Me and a friend of mine, my streamer friend, were in a $1,000 bet of who stops working out first.
Oh, now you can't.
I haven't heard you peddling this episode.
I've just been trying to be quiet.
There you go, brother. All right, back to the community challenge. I'm bringing it back. I just saw that and I was like, oh shit, that's topical to fucking an hour ago. This is great. We got Brian, the Dirt Commander, coming in.
He did say to mention dirt, so.
There we go. We've mentioned it now, Brian. It's the ritual's complete. You've been summoned. Last game I truly rage quit was Watch Dogs. I think near the end there was a car chase sequence that I failed like 9 times. I can't remember anymore if I was being chased or doing the chasing. I hated the mechanics and the controls of every car sequence in Watch Dogs up to that point, and this one was the tipping point. I came back like 2 days later, tried it again, failed like 8 more times, and then rage quit the game permanently. Still never beat it, and I'm so salty I won't buy a Watch Dogs 2 because of it. That's
Watch
fair.
Dogs.
Driving.
Yeah, well, Watch Dogs was a really bad game. It was so hyped to try to make it seem like Chicago.
Loved Watch Dogs.
Ah, you're horrible.
I love that game.
Dude, I love the concept of Watch Dogs, but I don't know if they follow through.
To put it in perspective, I got it when I got it release day. I pre-ordered it. I bought the book with it too. Like the book was like this thick, something stupid like that. I 100%ed the game in 9 days.
Jesus Christ.
So I grinded the hell out of that game. Never played Watch Dogs 2. Got it when it was on sale. And then it's just a horrible PC port, so I never played it. But I am excited for what is it, Watch Dogs Legion. I am super excited. But
That
I
looks
know
interesting,
exactly what he's talking
but
about.
but I don't know if I'm gonna be. You know what I mean? Hard to say. That's respectable. I think driving in video games, especially games that are like primarily shooters or like third person, I don't know why, but they just make the driving mechanics rough as fuck every time.
GTA 4.
No, the final race in Halo, the first Halo, when you're trying to get out of the Halo, and you're like,
But it was made so much better just because of the music, just because of that whole sequence.
Yeah. Oh, it was frustrating as fuck, but at least you had a good soundtrack to suck you in.
Yes.
I brought it up last week, but like my dad playing Shadow War trying to race Caragors and him almost fucking snapping a controller in half. Like shit like that, where like the game is not meant for like a riding mechanic or a driving mechanic, and they still make you do it because they think, well, we should have some time trial missions in here or something. And it's just it's lazier game design, and it's not optimized well, and you just want to fucking put your controller through the wall because you go, this is not what I signed up to play. This is not it.
That inspired me to add my wife's listening, but that inspired me to add a chariot race to my next D&D session.
Oh, perfect.
Oh,
dude, we're here to play
Stanford's
Dungeons and
going.
Dragons. Why are you guys racing here? What the fuck? Oh yeah, no. That would be fun though. That would be fun. Because that's almost like, you know, like contested roles, and I think those little games make D&D a lot more fun because you can do them. Just throw them in there. Players that eat that shit up, dude.
yeah, just try to mix up combat. Yeah, Aiden's.
Aiden, I think, missed the point of the challenge. We're like, hey, Aiden, pick a game that you've raged out at, and he's like, dude, I've never done that in my life.
I'm 12. I haven't played enough games yet to get
He said I'm 12.
I don't have enough testosterone yet. Aiden, I love you. I've never raged at single player games. Rarely rage at multiplayer games as well. Your boy too zen for that. What? The
Hit him with
most
the hot, SMW 12.
Hot 12.
hot 12. The most I've done is quit and then come back later when I can't do something. Hey, try hard, guys. Power of friendship. I can do it.
You know what it is? He hasn't been hit by the harsh reality of crippled him, so he's still like optimistic about things.
Dude.
No, you know, I'm glad. I envy Aiden about that, man. That guy is always. I mean, when he's not sleeping, he's so positive.
Positive, man. Positive, man. That's
fired.
I think I'm
How
gonna
about you,
go.
Flint?
I'm gonna go old school too, dude. Ninja Gaiden 1.
Oh, make it old school right there.
Get all the way to World 5 just to suffer on one jump, and you know what jump I'm talking about. Temple, you got a ninja star thrower in front of you, got fucking dogs coming behind you, you got fucking birds flying, you have to make this pixel perfect jump, and if you don't, you die. And I don't think, like, I was killing the final bosses, and like, I couldn't even get to the fucking end of the game that I wanted to play, and, you know, like Josh said, if I turn that NES off, I have to start from 1-1. And I don't want to start from 1-1. I want to finish this fucking game. I couldn't do it. And I was salty. I don't think I didn't snap the controller, but it went up in the air, and I just went, okay, we're done. We're out. And I don't think I've touched the game since.
Wow.
Which, and I like it. As far as platformers go, I think it's probably one of the best.
We need that redemption arc, Flint.
Yo,
yeah.
Maybe I'll. I own the physical copy, so I could theoretically play it on Twitch.
The installation is what you're saying.
I
smell
stream
it. I hear a stream coming soon. Yeah.
Dad, at least record it and throw it up on YouTube, man. Because like running around throwing daggers and like swinging that samurai sword, like dude, hitting hidden boxes and getting upgrades. There's something about that game that's just still to this day is a classic.
I don't think there was a bad one either. Like 1, 2, and 3. Like I'm not talking about the new like the 360 one. I'm talking about like 1, 2, 3.
Because that 360 one is.
I had to back that up. The NES ones were fucking amazing.
No, yeah, all of them were fantastic.
1, 2, and 3 were fantastic. editions. It's like Contra, like they just didn't have a bad one on the OG systems.
Did you ever see bringing it back to speedrunning? They had in a GDQ they had a relay race between Ninja Gaiden 1 and 3. It was 2 teams of 3 people, each specializing in one of the games.
That
the
sounds
second
crazy.
they beat one up, they like gave the controller to the second person, and it just went through.
That's nuts. I should.
You should look that up.
That sounds fun.
It was a fucking amazing race.
Leave it to gamers to take a game to a whole nother level.
Hell yeah, dude. That's what I like about speedrunning. I understand some people aren't into it because they're like, well, you're using exploits or stuff. But I think like if you want to take that amount of time to play a game and fucking tear it apart to its bare bones, that's awesome. That's what being a gamer. That's dedication, man. You gotta focus in hard on that.
Yeah, but my streaming friend, I'm gonna plug it real quick. Twitch.tv/fight.
Yeah, man.
I love that man.
Man. I enjoyed the streams when I watched it. Fucking come on, talk about fucking speedrunning Luigi's Mansion, brother.
Hell yeah, dude. But he speedruns primarily Luigi's Mansion. He also does like Super Mario Sunshine and classics. But obviously with Luigi's Mansion 3 coming out on Halloween, dope as hell. He's like, I'm gonna play it once and then immediately go into speedrunning it. So like he's gonna do a casual playthrough, get everything in, and then like be one of the pioneers with that game. And that's his plan. That's what he wants to do because he's put thousands of hours in Luigi's Mansion 1. So it's just built into some people, man. I used to speedrun it's a precision platformer called EVVV. If anyone's played that before.
Yep.
Fantastic game. I used to speedrun it. I was in my peak, I was like top 20, top 30, something like that. So if you really like a game and you just want to see how broken it really is, I pick up speedrunning or at least look at a run into it. Just because you can see like, oh, I can just clip through this wall and like go to the end, or like Ocarina of Time where you can wrong warp to the end of the game and beat it in like 16 minutes, or like 8 minutes. I forgot how much it was now. But I love.
Absolutely, dude. It's yeah, man. I have a special place in my heart for like old NES games too. I mean. Fucking or even SNES. One of my favorite SNES games, fucking Contra 3, Alien Wars. I don't know if you guys ever played that one. Sleeper pick, bro. You should fucking. That's like the one Contra game I'm able to beat in one sitting. Can't do 1. Can't do 2. I can do 3.
They have a Contra collection on the Switch now. If you didn't know that.
I am this fucking close to picking it up. Stop! Don't bring it up, because I will. And like,
Contra's so good.
It's man, and they're bringing a new one out. People are heated because it's not OG, but it looks fun. No. I'll play it. I'll play it for sure. I don't get mad when a series strays away from what made it great originally, as long as the product that they're putting out is still good.
Los Helados.
Power failure.
Oh,
it's okay. Show must go on. That's why I have 3 people set up. I can fucking superimpose. It's all good.
Dun dun dun.
We recover quick on OBS, boys. It's all good. Yeah, man. Fucking. I'm totally fine with the new Contra as long as it's good. I'm not gonna sit here and say as long as it's good. If it's shit, it's like, okay, well that sucks. That was an experiment, a failed one. I would say try again in like 2 years and maybe make it like old Contra. Go back to your roots. But I'm not mad at that they're experimenting. I mean, again, if you ever played even like Contra 1 and 2 are they're very similar styles of games. 3 is very different. There's like top-down levels. You know, every level is slightly different, and you could see that they were already trying to explore how can we take this extra graphics power and really push it to the limit with Contra. So that, you know, the franchise has always been about exploring and pushing boundaries within their game genre. So I'm not mad at that. I can't in good conscience be pissed that they they want to try something new.
Yeah, I mean, how could you? Contra deserves a good game to come back. You know?
Yeah.
Dude, exactly.
Stillness also like is what kills a game if it's just the same thing over and over and over again. I'll spoil.
Yeah, I absolutely absolutely agree. I think we're at that point, boys. It's too bad Josh didn't make it all the way to the end, but
You only missed like 5 minutes.
yeah, you only missed like 5 minutes. It's all good in the hood. I'm gonna be fucking editing episodes for the next, fucking 9 years. All good. We made it 2 hours. I'm gonna pimp us out,
2
and
hours.
yeah, I'll pimp us out. We'll fucking say thank yous. We'll get the fuck out of here. So, SQApodcast.com. You want to fucking get everything all at once. That's the one-stop shop for your SideQuest Arcade stuff. You want to listen to us on audio. Got pretty much every podcasting app: SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, PodBean, Blueberry. Anything you could think of, we're on there. And if we're not on something that you do enjoy listening to, let us know. We can add it in. You want to listen to us on video? You can watch us on YouTube. YouTube videos are up usually same day, sometimes a day after. It really depends how long it takes to render and how tired I am. Hey, Josh is back. How about that? If you want to follow us on Twitter, you can follow the podcast at SideQuest Arcade. If you want to follow Brian, you can follow him at SQA_happy. If you want to follow Trevor, you can follow him at fucking War Hates Peace. All these people aren't here, but I'm going to fucking plug them anyway because I'm a nice host. If you follow Matt, you can follow him at MadmanMatt YT. And if you want to follow Bryce, you can follow him at _silent reveries. Mind the underscore. Very important. Follow me at micromanatee. Boys, Danny Boy's got a Twitch. Danny_boy22. Go check out the man playing 2K, dunking on fools. Kirk Dude's got a...
sir.
Hell yeah, brother. Kurt Dude's
And just
got
to cut in real quick, I just hit 50 subs, so I will be doing a giveaway.
Hell
I will be
yeah,
doing
dude.
a giveaway. So next stream, look out in the Discord channels. I'll link up and maybe pick a day, maybe Sunday or maybe next week. Do a couple giveaways for some Steam cards, Xbox cards, PSN cards.
Sick.
I gotta look out.
Congrats, man.
Fuck yeah, dude. Congratulations. Look at you hitting milestones. It's fucking sick.
Awesome.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, fucking go check out his fucking Twitch. Give him a sub. Watch some Gatorade ads with him. It'll be a fucking good time. Want to follow Kurt Dude? Kurt Dude, you got a Twitch. You use it sometimes. Want to plug it?
I stream sometimes.
Hey.
Like every now and then. So if you want, you can follow me at twitch.tv/KRT Kurt Dude, KRT Dude, whatever you want to call me. If you actually want to follow someone that actually follow my friend at twitch.tv/FireDragon. It's FireDragon. I think he's on vacation right now, so he might not be streaming for about a week, but go ahead and give him a follow. He's one of my best friends I've met on Twitch, and I love him to death. And then don't forget this podcast is unofficially sponsored by Gatorade.
Oh, dear
Wait a minute. Don't
Wait for the
Gatorade.
ads. Ads
Don't
incoming.
take this video down, Gatorade. Don't do it, please. Come on, I already had to fight
Gatorade.
Namco. I don't want to fight you guys.
Lemon
too.
lime.
There's a lot.
Blue, whatever blue tastes like.
Hey,
Electrolytes. It's what plants crave.
give them free ads. Look, hey, the Elatos, you stream on Twitch too. You getting your name out there. Pimp
I
out your
do.
Twitch channel, brother. Hit us
So
with it.
you can find me on Twitch at Zelatos, ZEALOTOS1, or on Twitter at Zelatos, same, just Zelatos. So yeah, hit me up. I'm a variety streamer. I do a bunch of horror games. I do some first-person shooter, and I get toxic on some League of Legends, just with everybody else, you know. Harvest that soul.
Do you spell that with an O or with an AH?
Spell what with an AH?
Toxic. Taxic.
It's toxic. It's very toxic.
Hey,
Like scalps of 1,000 dead Nazis.
Whoa.
Speaking of which,
right.
Glorious Bastards is coming to Netflix. We're bringing it back, boys.
Hell yeah,
I'm
dude.
excited about that one.
Quality
Actually.
movie. Quality movie. Yeah, that's all the pimp outs. thank you, all three of you, for showing up. Saved me from yelling in a microphone by myself. Very much appreciate it. It was a good time. A solid
Pleasure, sir.
SQA episode in the books. But it is in the books. We're here. We've done it. Not that hard. Just now you just gotta do that once a week. You're a podcaster. Congratulations.
Pleasure's all mine, boys.
Always good to be on here, man.
Absolutely. All right. Thank you to the Whammies for listening. We'll catch you guys next week on SideQuest Arcade. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Peace.
Gatorade, sponsor us.